Hello, hello everyone! Hi, hi! Glad everyone could be here. Well, today we are finally gonna be able to do Baizhu story quests. Oh my god. It's been freaking forever since I've been able to play any kind of Genshin story. But I am so excited. Before we get into the game, though, for anyone in chat that has the subscriptions, I have finally got a chance to add some more emotes to them. So there's some more emotes that everyone can have fun with. Once I actually get my custom VTuber model done, I do plan on getting emotes made in that design. And I will switch them out though. But one version will be for follower emotes, and then the other set will be for the subscriber emotes. I still haven't gotten any of the channel points set up from the previous ones that we had. I'm still trying to go through the list and see which ones I want to put in and which ones I don't. So, luckily those should be ready by tomorrow. And, Shinseki, hello! Glad you could make it. And yeah, you mentioned missing the stream a couple of times. I'm glad you could make it to this one. Update on the internet for anyone who knows about that. We did get the new internet set up yesterday. However, apparently there's a cut in the line. So we have to wait for them to come up and try to fix the line. But other than that, once that's fixed up, everything should be all set. So hopefully after that it will be pretty good. You have a proper sleep schedule? Oh my god. Why does that sound like me? Why does that sound like me? Like, I wish my sleep schedule was normal. But with those updates out of the way, I will go ahead and get into the game. Let me move my model over here. Go back into the game, and there we go. After so long, Baizhu is finally out of the dungeon. He's out of the basement. So let's go ahead and unlock this so we can get started. Yes, Shinseki, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind one bit. Okay, we have to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Let's see here. And yes, if anyone sees, I am very behind with the latest event. Today's the last day I have to speed run that event when I get off the stream. I'm hoping it won't take me too long to complete. Really, I think the only thing that will take me a long time to finish for that is just the little side games and the mini games. Oh, Chi-Chi! There she is!
What's your name, buddy? Are you here to buy some medicine? Where are your mom and dad?
Oh yeah, Gui.
Are you lost?
Aw, Chi-Chi.
No, I'm not. My name's Ayu, and I'm here because...
Hey there, Chi-Chi. Hi, Gui. What's going on?
I think it's the first time I've seen Gui in any kind of cutscene that I know of.
You've actually come at the perfect time. This little boy seems to have gotten himself lost. I
Aww.
think he must be new to the city. Probably wandered away from his parents and...
No, listen to me. I'm not the one who's lost. It's my dad.
Oh, that's not good.
How does a fully grown man manage to get lost in Liyue Harbor?
Well, my dad's always been kind of forgetful. In
Join the
past,
club.
He was just a little slow to react sometimes, but I'm worried that it's getting more serious.
Oh no.
So, what about your mom?
Chi-Chi has
She went out a
probably...
few days ago to gather some herbs for my dad, but she still hasn't come back. Meanwhile, my dad's been getting worse and worse.
Yeah,
I
Chi-Chi,
remember
that probably
the
was a
owner of
good
the
idea.
pharmacy always runs a clinic in Chingsa Village during the Lantern Rite, so I thought, why don't I take Dad to Liyue Harbor to see him there?
Chinseg Village, that's why Baizhu was there during the last Lantern Rite Festival cutscene. Oh, okay, that makes a whole lot more sense now. I thought he just ran up there for, like, a home visit. So, yeah, he meets Baizhu.
When we got to the city gate, I took a moment to ask the Millith guards for directions to the pharmacy. And then, when I turned back around, my dad was gone. I asked
Oh,
the
no.
Millith guys to go find him, but he said they won't be able to send that many people. So then I figured, maybe I can ask some other people in the city to help.
This is kind of like that one...
We're pros at finding people.
That's-
Isn't that right, Traveler?
That's like the one father from Dragonspine. Yeah, that one little boy. We had to look for his father up in that snowy mountain. Kind of reminds me of that quest. But yeah, it should be a piece of cake for us to find him.
Changshen can help.
Oh, Chongqing's still here?
She has a good sense of smell, like a dog.
Well, I mean, she is a snake.
Who's talking about me behind my back?
Hi, Changsheng.
Changsheng, Chi-Chi meant that as a compliment.
Yes.
There's no need to be upset.
Yeah, it's a
Hello,
compliment.
child. You mentioned that you were looking for the owner of Boo Boo Pharmacy. How might we be of service?
Baizhu, he's so beautiful.
You have a talking snake? Oh, are you Uncle Baizhu?
Oh, Uncle Baizhu, that's cute.
Uncle Baizhu.
Changsheng, now's not the time. My dear boy,
Sorry, it's
could
cute,
you tell me
Baizhu.
more about your father's condition, as much as you can recall?
Yes, Dr. Baizhu.
No, continue with the Uncle Baizhu. It's adorable.
I see. And your family lives near Chingsa Village, you say? I visit patients there frequently, but I don't recall ever seeing you or your parents.
Uh-huh. My mom doesn't like meeting other people, especially during Lantern Rite. She always tells me to just stay at home and keep my dad company.
Okay.
Is that so? Ayu, by any chance, is your mother's name Jiangli?
Whoa, yeah, it is. Do you know my mom, Dr. Baizhu?
Oh.
I certainly do. Gui, Chi-Chi, are there any pressing matters in the pharmacy at the moment? Ayu's parents are old acquaintances of mine.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'd very much like to assist with the search. Would the two of you have time to join me?
Oh,
Don't forget
they're
us, too.
acquaintances.
We already told Ayu that we'd help.
Oh yeah, we're helping.
Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful. We are most grateful for your support.
Well, you can count on us.
Chi-Chi and I need to clear up the shop front first, but once that's taken care of, we'll be right out to help you with the search.
Family is
Oh, that's fine.
very important.
Thank you. Then I'll leave you to handle the pharmacy. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you
Okay,
come with
Chi-Chi's
me
the
and
boss for
Ayu?
the day now.
Let's start by
Well,
talking
Baizhu's
to the
away.
monolith guards at the city gates, see if they have an update.
I can only imagine how Baiju's story quest is gonna go. Because we know so little about him. Actually, probably do be better to go from this waypoint. But yeah, so little is known about Baizhu other than what was slightly told, like regarding his condition. He's a good doctor, but he can't heal his own pre-existing condition. That's fine,
We searched to the north,
Shinseki.
but couldn't find
No harm
anyone who
done.
matched the description.
Well, that complicates things.
The city folks say there's no sign of him either.
Like, I try
We
listening
need to
to
start
multiple
looking further
things at
afield.
once, but
But
it's
where
a
are we
little
gonna
bit
get the
difficult
people?
sometimes.
Excuse me, sirs. Have you found out anything about my dad yet?
Ah, hey there, buddy. Dr. Baizhu. What brings you out this way?
We're helping this little
The boy
guy.
asked for our help, so we're here to join the search. Any new developments to update us on?
Oh, thank goodness. We were just discussing how we're running out of manpower. As for updates, I'm sorry to say that we've searched the surrounding area thoroughly, but didn't find anything.
The guards at the crossing up ahead said they hadn't seen anyone either, so we don't believe he was heading towards the Guili Plains. But it is possible that he was bound for Luhua Pool.
Yuhua
Luhua
Pool.
Pool. The terrain there can be tricky to navigate. Let's hope he hasn't run into any trouble.
Yeah, that would be very bad. But we'll search that area. Hopefully
You
we'll
will?
be able to find him.
Great. We can't thank you enough.
Sorry we weren't able to find your dad, buddy.
That's okay. Thank you for trying.
You gotta admit, the Millilith are good people. They try the best they can. I still remember the one Millilith from Child's Story Quest. When we were searching for any ruin guards that were probably active before running into Lil Tusser. But oh my god, that one Millilith, the poor man, he knew nothing about handling children. I honestly really like seeing a lot of the NPCs in more cutscenes and stories. If there's one thing Genshin does really good with the NPCs, is that...
Dad, can you hear me?
Wait, is that him? But, like I was saying, if there's one thing Genshin does right with some NPCs, they make them really memorable and compelling.
Somebody over there!
Like, there's quite a few NPCs that I personally remember.
Oh no. It's... Hey, you! Stop! Don't go any further!
Wait a minute. Oh no, dude, don't. Please don't go over the cliff. Nope.
Watch where you're going!
Oh, wait a minute, is that Hu Tao? Oh yeah, it's Hu Tao.
Oh, dear customer. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does appreciate your patronage, but you needn't hasten the inevitable. Are you alright?
Oh, right, she's always advertising the funeral parlor.
Huh?
Dad!
Hey, Hu Tao! My, who do we have here? It's the Traveler in Paimon, and... my worst nightmare.
Well, wait a minute. Hu Tao doesn't like Baizhu? Why? Oh no, I never thought that, like, they were, like, enemies. Oh, this could be interesting. And yeah, Shinzaki, the NPCs in Genshin are really great. The two from Inazuma have to be my personal favorite. The one daughter of one of the Tri-Commissions and the now leader of the Kanjo Commission. Their little their inclusion into Ayato's story quests with their wedding. Oh, that was really good. It really gave you a lot of insight into, like, the political workings of the Tri-Commission. But let's see why Hu Tao's not a big fan of Baizhu.
I see she still hasn't warmed to you.
Thank you, Director Hu, for saving this man.
Dad, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Ayu.
You? Who am I?
Your name is Jiao Liang, and you live just west of Qingse Village. You were supposed to come to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. Remember? Does that jog your memory?
Oh, my name is Jia Liang. Liyue Harbor. See the doctor? Yes, I'm Jia Liang, and I need to see the doctor. Wait,
Why do I need to see the doctor?
Well, I have a good memory with certain things. Most of it's like anime, manga, and video game related. However, when it just comes to normal everyday stuff, heck, I can forget if I tell someone something and then not even like an hour later, I'll start telling them the same thing. They'll be like, you already told me this. I'm like, wait, I did? Oh. Okay. But yeah, it's that selective memory a little bit.
Uh-oh. He seems in really bad shape. We need to get him back to Boo Boo Pharmacy right away. Sorry,
Yeah, he's not in the best
Gosh,
condition.
Dinner's on us next time.
Hold on a second. You're not seriously thinking of taking him to Boo Boo Pharmacy in this state, are you?
Huh? Why not? What's the problem?
I mean...
Come on, Baizhu. Don't tell me you haven't noticed it. Didn't your master teach you how to spot the signs?
Wait, spot the signs
Why
and
do I get the
Baizhu is a
sense
master?
that you spotted them right away, but you're planning to use it for your own ends.
Oh, Baizhu.
Use what? What are you talking about? Paimon's lost.
He's keeping something from us.
There are traces of god remains in Jialiang's system.
Oh,
Yes, but more importantly, they're on the verge of an outburst. If that happens, the consequences will be unthinkable.
God remains.
Paimon's
Oh,
sorry.
wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. God remains.
God remains?
Oh, he's talking about like the God, I can't remember the name of it, but they're from the Tatarasuna furnace or the one furnace in Inazuma. That's the one place I remember like God remains from besides the manga. It was something similar to what Kale was injected with. Oh, wait a minute. Is this possibly related to Dottore again? Are we gonna get more Dottore lore? Oh my god, I can only wish that.
There's no need to worry, Director Who. I have methods of keeping them at bay. It is the sworn duty of all who practice medicine to cure illnesses and save lives. What reason would I have to neglect a patient in need who is right there in front of me? Besides, it was my late master's dying wish to be able to save this patient in particular. Perhaps out of respect for him, you could give me a day's grace so that I have time to treat him?
Now you're bringing my great-uncle into this? Baizhu, just what are you planning this time?
Wait, Hutao's great uncle
Merely
was
to cure
Baishu's
this
master?
man, nothing more. But of course, if you have any doubt as to my intentions, you are more than welcome to accompany me to Boo Boo Pharmacy and monitor my activities.
Oh, really? I thought I was persona non grata at Boo Boo Pharmacy. You're being unusually generous today.
Yeah, you two, don't forget we're here as well. I'm pretty sure we won't let things get out of hand.
Okay, deal. We're not gonna solve anything by keeping Jialiang here.
Yeah,
I'm happy
he'll
to
just
do it your
worsen.
way, but only for my great uncle's sake and the travelers, of course.
Aw, Hutao likes
You
us.
must be pleased you brought the traveler along. Otherwise, this would have been a much more vexing ordeal.
Of course, we're always a means to
Well,
an
time is
end.
of the essence. Let's get ourselves back to Boo Boo Pharmacy at once.
When hasn't that been part of what we do as the traveler? We help, but it's always a means to an end for someone else.
Blockages within the cardiovascular system, reduced blood flow and energy circulation? I see. I suppose this must have caused the cognitive abnormalities.
Dr. Baizhu, how bad is it? Can you cure him?
Don't you worry. Baizhu's a really great doctor. He's sure to find a way. Isn't that right, Baizhu?
Ayu, do you know when your father first started displaying
I
these
mean,
symptoms?
hopefully he can.
I'm not sure. He's been like this for as long as I can remember. But it wasn't as bad as this when I was still little.
So it's been a long time indeed. No, I have a treatment plan in mind. We can start tonight.
Dang,
Come and see
he
me
comes
again
up with
tomorrow
treatment
morning.
plans like
I promise that by then,
at the drop
Ayu
of a
will find
freaking
his father
hat.
healthy and lucid again.
Thank you, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you so much.
If you still have any misgivings, Director Who, please feel free to hang around for as long as you wish.
Oh, Hu Tao does not look
However,
amused.
It would be best if you step outside this room. A doctor must be able to focus when treating a patient. Any distractions heighten the risk of complications.
I mean, Chen Sheng isn't wrong.
Of course, absolutely. I'll just go and look at the flowers or something. But I will be back in an instant at the first sign that something's amiss.
I guess we'll head out now as well. We don't want to distract him.
See you tomorrow, Baizhu and Changcheng.
Bye for now, everyone.
Hopefully everything goes really good.
Are you ready, Baizhu?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm used to it by now. Come on, let's get started.
Oh, what's he gonna do? Oh my god. Okay.
All's well that ends well, huh?
I guess, but
Paimon's kind of curious after hearing Baizhu mention those people from his past. What do you think they were like?
not really sure exactly, but I'm guessing you more than likely mean Baizhu's master.
Yeah, you must be curious too, right? Let's go see what we can find out while Baizhu's busy treating Ayu's dad.
Well, we can find out, but we don't want to be too much of a burden. I feel like you can only ask people so much before they don't want to say anything.
While I'm idling time.
Joshua,
on the
hello!
scenery,
Good morning to you. Glad you can make it to the stream. How have you been today?
Hello, you busy bees. And what do you have to discuss with the funeral director today?
Definitely not our funeral, Hu Tao. We have another matter of discussion for you.
Actually, don't tell me. Let me guess.
Okay, guess all you
From
want.
the looks on your faces, you've got some questions for me.
A lot of questions, actually.
Guilty as charged. So, we were just a little curious about Baizhu's master. What was he like?
Yes, we are very curious.
And also, how come you and Baizhu could tell so quickly that Jia Liang had god remains in his system?
Huh? I thought I told you once before. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first founded to fight back against the vengeful wrath of gods defeated in war.
Oh, I actually didn't remember that. Okay, you bring up a good point, Hu Tao. I'll have to remember that when I think back on the lore. Okay, Joshua. I hope you end up enjoying the stream. But hopefully we'll find out a lot more about Baizhu with it, considering how much of a mystery he is. Let's see. It does vaguely ring a bell, Hu Tao.
Well, it is a dusty old tale by this point. Long story short, in the ancient world, dead gods were acting up. So our ancestors started purifying the air and burning the bodies of the deceased to guard the border between life and death. These days, we don't deal with the wrath of the gods anymore, but all the relevant know-how is still passed down to each generation, so we can identify God's remains when we see them.
I remember you also help put spirits to rest as well, Hu Tao, if I remember correctly from your story quest.
Almost certainly from his master, who was also my great-uncle.
Okay.
Baizhu's master was my grandpa's younger brother, a former deputy director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Oh, so that's how the pharmacy and the funeral parlor are related. Okay.
From Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, how did he end up as Baizhu's master?
Honestly, that's a good question, Paimon.
According to my grandpa, he and my great-uncle once went traveling together when they were young. They ended up at Chenyu Vale, where they met a pharmacist. That pharmacist must have cast some sort of spell on my great-uncle, because after that encounter, he suddenly announced he wanted to leave the family business and go practice medicine instead.
I don't think it was
My
some
grandpa
kind
had
of
a
spell.
huge argument with him, but he couldn't convince him to stay. So my grandpa inherited the funeral parlor, while my great-uncle stayed in Chenyu Vale to practice medicine. They never spoke to each other again.
Oh, okay.
Director to doctor is a pretty big career change. Kinda hard to imagine.
Yeah, it honestly is.
Why did it drive a wedge between them for the rest of their lives? That seems a bit extreme.
It could be a
If
difference
he
of
had just
opinion,
become a
Paimon.
regular doctor, there would have been no issue. After all, the Wangsheng funeral parlor wasn't unlike a regular doctor's clinic in the early days. But according to my grandpa, the pharmacist they met had a very ominous aura about him.
Ominous aura, huh?
On top of that, the kind of medicine practiced in the Chenyu Vale tradition goes against the natural order of things.
So it was supernatural then.
Don't know. My grandpa didn't know the specifics. And you've seen how wary Baizhu is around me. He'd never tell me anything. But even that says to me that he definitely has something to hide.
I mean,
One thing I
if
do
he
know
is, it's
about
probably
Baizhu
within
that
good
he's
reason.
obsessed with the idea of immortality. But whether that has anything to do with what he's hiding is hard to say.
Oh, yeah, Baizhu does have a whole thing about immortality.
Anyway, so I will be sticking around here for now to keep a close eye on the situation. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally figure out what he's up to.
After all that, it seems like we have more questions than answers.
It's like that every time, Paimon.
Mind. We'll just have to ask Baizhu himself about all of this tomorrow.
If he's willing to give us answers. And that's a very big if. Oh, wait a minute. I need to speak to Hu Tao. See if she has
While
any
you're here,
leftover
have
stuff.
either of you seen Chi-Chi around? It's not every day I get to infiltrate Baiju's lair, but alas, I didn't catch a single glimpse of her anywhere.
Hu Tao, you're not gonna try to bury Chi-Chi again, are you? No wonder Chi-Chi doesn't like being around you. Oh my goodness. But Hu Tao, I don't care what you may think, leave Chi-Chi alone. She doesn't want to be buried. Don't let her be buried. Okay? Okay.
Aha! What if Baizhu knew I'd be on the lookout for her and hid her away in advance?
Probably, or she hid herself away from you, Hu Tao. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who try to hide away from you. Considering how much you try to advertise the funeral parlor. Which, yeah, there's a time and a place for advertisements, and, yeah, Hu Tao, I think you need a better, advertising strategy. Instead of giving people discounts on funeral burials.
And check out how Jialiang is doing.
Or having them set up funerals in advance. Oh, there they are.
Dad!
It looks like he may be doing okay.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
Dad,
okay.
you remember me!
Yes, I remember now. Oh, I'm so sorry. You must have been worried sick. Has your mom shown up yet? She's been gone for a while, hasn't
Oh,
she?
yeah, she's been gone a
Don't
couple
worry,
of
Dad.
days.
I got the Adventurers Guild to help us look for her. And Dr. Baizhu's gonna help too. Right now, all you need to do is concentrate on getting better.
Great. That's wonderful. I can't thank you enough, Dr. Baizhu.
Now, the question is, how did he make him better, though?
My pleasure, really. It's the least I can do to honor my late master's dying wish. If anything, I should be apologizing to you for not making the time to visit in all these years.
Not at all, Dr. Baizhu. It's only because Jiang Li... What was her reason again?
I'm
You're
guessing
still in the early stages
the
of
wife
recovery,
doesn't like
so you'll
Baizhu
need to
very
take
much.
It easy for a while. Take it slowly and try not to overexert yourself.
I suggest you stay at Boo Boo Pharmacy and rest for at least the next few days.
Director Hu, Do you have any further reservations about Jia Liang's condition?
It seems like the evil presence is gone after all. You really did manage to suppress it, huh? But how did you accomplish this in a single night?
Okay, my guess is that maybe it was due
That
to
would be a trade secret, I'm
Cheng
afraid.
Cheng.
If that gives you any cause for concern, you may continue to monitor Jia Liang for as long as you wish.
I don't think it would have anything to do with the dendro
Though, I
power.
regret to say that Boo Boo Pharmacy cannot offer to reimburse Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor for any revenue lost in the meantime.
Oh.
Oh, come on, Baizhu. I'm not that unreasonable.
Oh. Oh no, Baizhu's not feeling okay.
Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for too long. Baizhu, take me outside for some air, or I'm going to suffocate.
Yes, of course. Everyone, please excuse Changsheng and myself for a moment.
Okay, I think my theory is probably true to a certain extent. Oh no, Baizhu.
Suffering now, are we? Did you seriously expect to cover it up just by putting on a brave face and ignoring it? If it weren't for my quick thinking, they'd have all seen the sorry state you're in by now. But in any case, why must you keep this a secret from everybody? You should at least share your secret with one person you trust.
Who's there?
It's just us, Baizhu. Actually, Jotomate, everyone. I need to lower the volume on my mic. Give me just 1 second. Okay, it should be better now. Everyone can still hear me, right? It's okay, Baizhu. It's just me.
Why did you follow us here?
You looked a little unwell. We just wanted to check up on you.
Oh, it's nothing. I just needed to get some air.
What did I just say about putting on a brave face?
Baizhu, listen to Cheng
Traveler,
Cheng.
Paimon, the truth is, Baizhu did not cure Jia Liang's illness. Instead, he transferred some of his own life force to his patient to temporarily subdue the poison in his system.
Oh. Wait, transfer life force. Oh. Okay, that makes sense about Baizhu being able to cure any existing human condition. Wait, oh. Oh, he's basically exchanging his life force to help them feel better. But he's probably shortening his own life force by extent then. And yeah, considering it was God Remains, it does make sense. It's more like a poison than anything else. I don't think there's any way to completely get God Remains out of someone's system. I'm pretty sure Kale is a good example for that as well.
Baizhu, can you please explain all of this?
My predecessors in medicine forged a contract with Changsheng.
Oh,
Every successor
okay.
to this contract is able to use Changsheng's secret art to treat patients.
I thought it was something
I believe the
Cheng-Cheng related.
irregularities with Jia Liang's heart meridian were likely caused by a poison concocted using God Remains as a key ingredient. The poison has not been purged from Jia Liang's system. Rather, I infused him with some of my own life force, using Changsheng as the delivery medium. This will suppress the poison's effects for a limited time.
Oh, okay.
Chung? You can do that? Huh. Paimon always thought you were just Baizhu's strange choice of a necklace.
Strange choice of necklace, Paimon. Chen is a snake. She's not a necklace. And besides, I'm pretty sure Baizhu and Chen are a reference to that one Chinese story about a doctor and a snake. I don't know the exact story, but I'm pretty sure. And Avocado, hello! I'm doing good, how are you? Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Just a second to grab some water. There. Thank you, drunk some water. But I'm doing good, Avocado, how are you? I actually stated this at the beginning of the stream, but they did get the internet hooked up, but apparently there's some kind of cut in the line, so we have to wait for them to come tomorrow or call them tomorrow so they can come out and try to see what's up with the line. And yeah, I also mentioned this before in the little chatting session, but I did add the subscriber emotes in. But once I do get my actual VTuber model done, I'm also gonna get some emotes made for that design. So I will end up switching out the emotes. So one set will be for subscriber and one set will be follower emotes. Since I won't be able to get follower emotes for 60 days of being an affiliate, I'm hoping to have the VTuber model done by then, so I can get the emotes made and get them switched out. So yeah, I'm slowly getting everything set up. I still don't have a lot more channel point redeems, but I've got the list and I'm going over them for what I want to put down. So I should have more channel point redeems up tomorrow before stream. And yeah, I can already see that you're enjoying the new emotes. Thank you, Avocado. Oh, you have 2,000 channel points? Oh my god. That's a lot. But yeah, we are doing the Baizhu story quest, and we've actually learned a lot so far. Baizhu has a contract with Chen Sheng. So using her, he can transfer his life force to patients. And the patient they had to deal with now actually had God remains in his system. So that's basically catching up on the story for you, but we'll go ahead and continue on with it.
Hey, I'll have you know that I commanded the respect of even the Adepti back in Chenyu Vale. If anything, he is my mannequin. I was trained patience with Baiju's master's master long before he ever set eyes on his first medical text.
Oh, so this contract went back ages.
Guess you shouldn't judge a snake by its skin.
Well, no duh, Paimon.
That's enough.
Oh, Baizhu, don't push yourself.
Wait a sec. Huto was saying that the branch of medicine you studied uses some pretty dubious methods. So, when you transfer your life force, does that mean you're actually damaging your own body?
Hardly. Jiangsheng helps to keep my chi in balance, so there is no great harm done.
Still, Baiju's life force is not unlimited. We must find a way to neutralize the poison in Jialiang's body.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say,
soon.
a person can only have so
Traveler,
much life
Paimon,
force in them.
Would you lend this dummy a hand?
This
He needs
dummy.
someone checking up on him, or he'll exhaust himself trying to accomplish everything on his own.
Ching literally called Baizhu a dummy. Well, I guess he's pretty stubborn, actually. I didn't think he was that stubborn, but so far it's yeah, kind of showed that side of him. It's endearing though. But yeah, let's help you, Baizhu.
Baizhu, don't you think you should seize this opportunity? You cannot expect to hide this from everyone for your entire life. Time will see that all secrets surface eventually.
I mean, Ching's right. You can't keep a secret for a
Entire
long
life.
time.
Thank you, Traveler and Paimon.
No problem.
Huh. Paimon doesn't think we've seen this side of you. But there's no need to thank us. You've helped us out before.
He's helped us out many times before in like previous quests and events. No, Baizhu doesn't have god powers. It's basically a contract. Chang Sheng has a secret art for healing. So he uses her as a median to transfer his life force to a patient. That's basically how the contract works.
The poison in Jialiang's system must
So it's
have
kinda like a
accumulated
double-edged
over
sword.
a prolonged period. I think I should pay a visit to their family home and look for clues as to how he might have been exposed to it.
Yeah, how did he become exposed to God Remains? Because the only thing I could think of is, well, maybe there was some area of Liyue that had God Remains in it, or maybe it was like an end result for something Dottore did, but that's just my mind hoping we see a glimpse of Dottore.
Yes, I asked Ayu this morning before you arrived. He told me that his family lives in a secluded spot to the west of Qingsa village. Let's head there together once I've asked Gui and Chi-Chi to look after the pharmacy. As well as investigating Jia Liang's exposure to the poison, we should also keep an eye out for Ayu's missing mother, my fellow disciple, Jiang Li.
Oh, so him and Ayu's mom studied are the same master. Okay, that's how he knows her. Okay. Finally gain more of the story. That's good. Okay, so going up to Qingqing Village. Try and check out the main map. Okay, it's over here. Climb, and don't get attacked or don't get noticed by monsters, because I don't want to fight any enemies. At least until like after the story quest, if I have time.
Whoa! There's a house all the way out here? Huh. It's so well hidden, Paimon's never noticed it before.
Honestly, I don't think
Nor
I've
have
noticed
I.
it.
And I've hosted clinics at Qingsa village many times in the past. If you ask me, Jiang Li was trying to remain unnoticed.
You mean like a
never mind,
notice from
Paimon.
you then?
We meant to ask earlier, but it slipped our minds in the rush to get here. Could you tell us more about Jiang Li? You said she was your fellow disciple, right?
She was indeed. We studied medicine together under the same master near Chenyu Vale.
Okay.
She is several years older than I and also began her travels far earlier than me. As a result, the time I spent studying alongside her was rather short.
Supposedly, she met an herb gatherer sometime during her travels and decided to settle down with him. That must have been Jialiang. Wait,
But I was gonna
Changxiang,
say there must have
you
been some
neither
other
of you had
reason.
actually met Jialiang or Ayu before all of this?
Jiang Li did occasionally come back to Chenyu Vale to see our master, but for whatever reason, she hardly ever talked about her family. The last time
unless
she
there was
visited
a
us,
reason.
she and Master had some sort of quarrel. We never heard from her after that. It almost seemed as if she'd gone into hiding.
So she didn't want to be
What?
seen by
What
their
happened?
master then. But yeah, what was the fight about?
I don't know. I did not witness the argument myself.
Oh, well,
Nor
that
did
makes
Master
sense.
ever explain it to me. All he would say is that should I ever encounter Jiang Li or her family in the future, I should do everything in my power to help them.
Okay.
Oh, so that's why you went to such extreme lengths to help Jialiang.
No. Even if my master had never said anything, it would still be my duty as a doctor to help him. My decision would have remained the same.
Well, considering how...
Paimon never
Yeah,
knew
considering
you were so
how,
selfless, Baizhu.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
selfless
always
is a
had you
word.
down as
But
the
how,
sneaky,
ah,
scheming type.
God, what's the word I'm
Sorry.
looking for? Dedicated.
So a
Considering how
few
Baizhu's
words from
so
me is enough to dispel all
dedicated
your suspicions?
to being a doctor and healing
You ought not
patients.
be quite so quick to relax your guard, Paimon. Sometimes even the good guys have their own private agenda.
But yeah, considering how dedicated Baizhu is to healing patients, it makes sense that he wouldn't reject a patient. And he has a very good point about this. Sometimes Paimon is a little bit too trusting with some people. That's fine, avocado. No issue with it. Heck, I usually play if I'm watching other people's streams. So, no issues with it. But Baizhu's right. Sometimes, well, quote-unquote, good guys will have their own private agendas. He's living proof of this. Baizhu is.
What the? Okay, that was the most suspicious sounding thing you've ever said.
I mean, Paimon, you were trusting him.
Let's leave the idle chatter there for now. Jiang Li has lived in this house for many years. There must be something here that can shed a little light on this whole situation. Let's split up.
Hopefully.
But if anyone finds anything, we'll examine it together.
I wonder... Oh, yeah, we need to find, the clues for how he ended up getting the god remains in his system. Can we? Huh. So, wait a minute, does that mean... The god remains? See, I honestly don't know. The only time we've ever heard about anything involving the god remains was with the, that one furnace in Iazuma. And the whole, like, Dotori situation that happened with that. And then in the manga, when Kale was ejected with god remains. How she had that serpent-like creature housed in her. And that was also the result of something Dotori was doing with the academia. Or like some corrupted scholars from the academia. So, honestly, I don't think... The guy probably didn't come into contact with the god remains, like, on his own. It was more than likely a byproduct of something that was just left there.
Traveler, Paimon, come quick!
Oh, Ching. Wait a minute. What happened? What happened?
What is this?
Oh, wait a minute. God remains. Yep, I recognize that
Chang
purple
and I found a
aura.
hidden compartment. This is what was hidden inside.
Definitely God remains. I recognize that ominous purple aura anywhere.
Huh. You sense it too?
Yes.
You're right. This is a poison concocted using god remains.
But why is it here, though?
Is it breathing? Paimon's not things, is she?
Paimon, you've seen stuff
No.
like this before.
Your
This is
eyes
normal.
do not deceive you. I do believe the poison in this bottle is alive.
Baizhu, what do you mean? What do you mean alive exactly?
Some toxins act a lot like living organisms. I read about this once in the Origins and Symptoms of Diseases. This ancient class of poisons consists of mother and minor loads, capable of sustaining a connection over vast distances. If it's a concoction of this kind we're dealing with, then both the poison in Jialiang's system and this one here are likely minor loads. Offshoots, essentially.
So they're
Offshoots?
basically a lower.
So, the main body is somewhere else?
Oh yeah, it's not the
Correct.
main
Whoever is administering the poison
God
can
remains.
manipulate the source to indirectly control the poisoned individual's behavior and even cognition. Similarly, the poisoned individual will hear, to a varying extent, the call of the source.
The call of the... Wait. So, back when Jialiang ran off, maybe that explains where he was heading.
Yeah, he was going back to Qingse village.
Only one thing could have been drawing him there. The source of the god remains used as the poison's key ingredient, the mother load.
This is getting crazier and crazier. What kind of person would do all this just to poison Jialiang?
I mean, there's one guess, but Baizhu, that little made it sound like you might know who's involved in this. But for my guess, there's only one person I could think of, probably the mother, but I'm not sure, like, what point would she have to do that, is the question. You love the emojis, Avocado? I'm happy you like them. That's not all the emojis. I was only able to add 4. I haven't managed to get the animated emoji yet, because there's still one more spot for it. I've been looking for animated emojis though, but I can't decide on which one to pick. So hopefully I'll also have an animated one as well.
Hey, why has everyone gone quiet all of a sudden?
Paimon, I think we both
Since this
know.
poison was carefully hidden away in a secret compartment, the one who concocted it is likely a resident of the house.
Yes, Paimon, I'm surprised. Well, no, it doesn't surprise me that Paimon didn't get it. She doesn't get a lot of things at the drop of a hat half the time in this game. But, okay, the only person, yeah, looks like my theory may be coming to fruition. It's more than likely the mother. I mean, she studied with medicine. She would know stuff about poisons and medicines. So it makes sense.
You mean Jialiang? Why would he poison himself?
I don't, no, it
Think
probably
a
wasn't
little
him.
harder, Paimon. Someone else who lives here, and who might have expertise in crafting drugs.
Paimon, Paimon, I love you, but you cannot be this naive, okay? Oh, goodness. Paimon, I love you, but oh, good lord.
Huh? So you're saying it was Jiang Li?
That'd be the only person.
But that doesn't make any sense either. Why would she poison her own husband?
That is a good
I
question,
agree.
though.
It makes little sense. Jiang Li does not strike me as the kind of person who would do such a thing.
Look at the facts, though. How many people in the entirety of Liyue have the ability to concoct a poison from god remains?
Shansheng has a point. And yeah, we all love and hate Paimon. I love her on most days, but sometimes I question how naive she actually is.
It's too early to draw any conclusions. We should question Jialiang about it once he has made more progress in his recovery.
So, you think you might have an idea or a method to neutralize the poison, Baizhu?
Yes. According to the origins and symptoms of diseases, the minor loads will disappear if the mother load is purged.
Oh, so we just have
if
to
we
kill
can
off the main
find and
source
destroy
then.
the source of these god remains, the poison will leave Jialiang's system without the need for any further treatment. Do you know anything about god remains in Qingsa village?
How sync that was? Which part exactly? The only thing I know about the god remains is just what I've heard in rumors, so it's nothing concrete.
Even the history books have no record of this. The only ones who'll know anything are those old fogies who have been hanging around here since the beginning of time.
Oh, when I asked the question, the character answered. Yeah, that happens occasionally. I think for the most part, I ask questions that a lot of the time, since they have a lot to do with the game, they most of the time they end up answered just not long after that.
Didn't you used to be on good terms with the Adepti, though? You sure they didn't tell you anything about this?
I mean, the Adepti would probably know. Oh, Chang, you're hiding something?
memories and powers are not what they were in her prime. These days, she has to enter a contract with a mortal and share their life force just to sustain her own life.
Oh.
I fear that such ancient events are long gone from her memory by now.
Oh,
Whoa. What?
Chang's that old of a snake then.
Share life force? Sounds like some pretty spooky sorcery if you ask Paimon. Hey, plenty of people would jump at the chance to join forces with a powerful being like me.
I mean, Chang's not wrong.
With my assistance in rebalancing your chi, not only can you extend your lifespan, but you will also be stronger, healthier, and able to eat whatever you like with no risk of upsetting your stomach.
Oh god, what I wouldn't give to have that power. No risk of upsetting your stomach no matter what you ate. Oh, that sounds like a dream. I can't even eat lunch usually without it upsetting my stomach in some way or form.
Stronger and healthier? Wow, that's amazing! Baizhu,
Same.
maybe when you retire, you can let Paimon sign a contract with Changsheng for a few days.
I think on my side it's more the fact that I constantly eat McDonald's, so that's probably not even healthy for me.
None of her hosts have ever been exempted from these rules. I fear that I will be unable to accommodate your wishes, Paimon.
Yeah, Paimon, you don't need to form a contract with Chang.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Did you just subtly insult Paimon to her face?
But yeah, Baizhu has a weak constitution. Oh, wait a minute.
Ugh, Paimon's mad! You're getting ugly nicknames, both of you! Baizhu, you're Mannequin Man! Changsheng, you're just a pain in the neck!
Oh my god. Paimon. You and your ugly nicknames, oh my god. If there's one thing I love about her is that it's the ugly nicknames she comes up with. Oh my god.
This is exactly why your natural temperament makes you woefully unsuited to being my host.
See, Paimon, yes,
All
proved
right,
her
everybody,
point.
calm down. Back to the matter at hand. Is there any way at all for us to seek counsel from the Adepti about this?
I mean, pretty sure we know 4 of them.
With how antisocial they are? If it were up to them, they'd go their whole lives without showing their faces to the common folk.
Well, we do know 4 of them. 2 of them we happen to come across multiple times. But if you're looking for a specific one, we know someone whose name I just have to call out.
What?
Yep.
Seems you're as well connected as they say, traveler. We are truly fortunate to have you on our side.
Oh, if you're talking about who Paimon thinks you're talking about, you better do the honors.
Well, considering he said he would come if I called his name, not if you called his name, Paimon. But, Zhao, are you there? Oh, there he is. Yep, I called.
Gets Paimon time.
You shouldn't be so jumpy, Paimon. I can't eat at McDonald's. I can eat at McDonald's, but half the time, usually after I eat there, my stomach gets a little upset. I'm not really sure if it's what I eat or what exactly it is, but half the time my stomach usually hurts after that. But I can't help it. Their food, their 10-piece nugget meals are just too good for me to pass up.
Are all Adepti in the habit of materializing out of thin air like this?
No, Chang Chang,
Well,
just Zhao.
this is unexpected.
Huh? It's you.
Oh,
Baizhu of Boo Boo Pharmacy. I do believe I've had the pleasure before.
Oh, Baizhu,
The
you've met
lantern
Zhao
rite,
before.
when we met briefly, I was unaware of your true identity. I must
wait a minute.
apologize for the discourtesy.
I'm dumb. I forgot there was that one animated short focusing on Zhao. Chi-Chi carried Zhao to Boo Boo Pharmacy when he passed out, and Baizhu took care of him.
Huh? You two already know each other?
Yeah, he said Boo Boo. That's the name of the pharmacy, the Boo Boo Pharmacy. I know it sounds odd and a little funny, but it has a good ring to it. You wouldn't easily forget the name of a pharmacy like that.
Our paths have crossed once before.
I know, Zhao, from the little animated short.
I sense the presence of evil spirits. Is this why you called me?
Yes. But yeah, mostly I wanted to ask about the dead gods. Yeah, it's a silly name,
So
but it's a
someone
catchy
has
one.
been concocting demonic poison. Too often, fervent desires drive mortals to abandon all regard for their own safety. It is lamentable. I now know what you seek. It is true that a god's remains are buried beneath the foundations of Qingce village.
Oh, they're
A
buried
vile
beneath
monster known as the
Qingcheng
Chi
village?
once wrought havoc over this land. Before it was subdued by Rex Lapis.
Another
The
god
land was
Rex
finally
Lapis
cleansed
took
of
care
poison
Okay.
when Rex Lapis used statues in his likeness to seal the serpent's remains. Qingce village was founded some time after that.
Oh,
The
it was
seal
a
is
serpent.
still mostly
okay.
intact. If the Chi is the source,
The
then it must be some of
Okay.
its blood leaking from deep underground. However, its aura is faint and barely detectable. You will need to investigate further to identify the location of the leak.
So we may just have to go lower than Shinsei village then, to try to find the leak.
I do not like to intervene against mortals unless absolutely necessary.
I know
But
that,
when
Zhao.
demonic forces are involved, things can spiral out of control. If that happens, be sure to call my name again.
I will, Zhao. Don't worry. And thank you.
Nothing.
Oh, Zhao.
I do not wish to sway decisions that are mortals to make, but immortality may not be the blessing that you imagine it to be.
I shall treasure your words of instruction, Master Adeptus.
Farewell.
What a strange Adeptus. Rather different from the way I remember them.
Well, that's because we have a little soft spot in Zhao's heart. He can't say no to the traveler.
If the god remains are leaking from underground, Jiangli must be paying a visit to a subterranean cave on her herb-gathering trips. If we can find the cave...
Master! Master!
Oh.
There's a problem!
Gui.
Gwei?
Or
Did
Gui.
you run all the way from Boo Boo Pharmacy?
Dang,
What
that was a
happened?
long trip.
Don't panic. Just catch your breath and tell me everything.
Yeah, what happened? What's the emergency?
It's Jiaoliang.
Jialing? Or Jialiang?
He was fine one minute, and then he suddenly took a turn for the worse.
Oh,
Already? How? Based on past experience, he should have been fine for the next 3 days at least.
it hasn't been 3 days yet.
It seems that my worst fears have been confirmed.
Oh, what fears
Everyone,
is that, Baizhu?
back to Boo Boo Pharmacy now.
Okay. Okay, actions first, questions later. We need to book it. I swear, whenever I come to this waypoint, I always end up going in circles before getting in the direction I need to go. But we're running. Ah, I run out of stamina. No!
Dad, what's wrong? Dad?
Oh no, those god remains.
Don't be scared. Dr. Baizhu will be back soon.
How is he doing?
I like the fact that Chi-Chi's trying to have him stay
Dr.
calm.
Baizhu, you're back! My dad was doing fine earlier, but then he suddenly started coughing up blood. Now he can't even get a full word out anymore.
When Gui left, he was still conscious. But now...
Gui, please take Jia Liang to the back room and prepare for treatment.
Yes, of course.
Wait, he's gonna have to
Don't
use
worry, Ayu.
the secret
I
power
will cure
again.
your father.
No, he'll have to give up Moses' life
Not gonna
force.
use Changsheng's secret art again, is he?
He more likely is
There's
Paimon.
no other way to save Jia Liang?
Well, we have to find those god remains first. That's the only way we can get rid of it completely. You heard Baizhu before?
Please don't worry. Dr. Baizhu will find a way.
Aw, Chi-Chi's precious.
But...
It's okay, Ayu. Aw. Poor baby. He needs a hug. Hold on. Here. If only they could let you emote in this game. I'd give him a hug. Here. The Dendro Archon will give you a hug. As best as I can. Okay, next day. It amazes me how quickly time goes by in this game. Like 1 minute it's daytime and next thing you know it's night. But hey, that just reminds me of every day. It feels like the days are always too short.
How are you feeling, Dad? Are you still hurting anywhere? You're not gonna suddenly collapse again, are you?
Much better, Ayu. I'm feeling much better. In fact, I can't explain it, but somehow I feel even better than usual. Wait, where's Dr. Baizhu? I still haven't had a chance to thank him. Seems he moved me here before I came to.
Master said he needed to take a quick rest and asked me to bring you out of the treatment room.
Oh, Dan,
He hasn't
happy.
emerged
Thank
yet,
you for
so
the
he
hydrate
must still be
redeem.
resting.
Let me get my water. And Dad, how have you been? Glad you could make it to the stream.
Oh, really? Well, he must be tired from treating me for 2 nights in a row. I don't know how I can begin to repay him for saving my life. I'll have to discuss it properly with Jiang Li once we find her.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions
Speaking
for
of
her.
which, has there been any word of her whereabouts yet?
No, the Adventurers Guild hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'll go check with them again in a bit.
I'll come with...
Oh no, please.
Don't forget what Master said. You're still not out of the woods yet, Jia Liang. I strongly suggest that you stay
Hi,
and rest
Dad.
at Boo Boo Pharmacy for now.
How's your day been?
I can accompany Ayu to the Adventurers Guild.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to rely on you this time. Though, on the bright side, this means I can thank Dr. Baizhu in person once he's finished resting.
Traveler, Baizhu hasn't shown his face ever since he went in to treat Jia Liang again. Do you think he...
We need to go check up on Paimon. Because of what we know with his contract with Chen Sheng, if he's had to do that like 2 days in a row, he's not gonna be so good. Let's go check on him.
Huh? Hey, wait up!
No, we will take too long if I hurry up for you. Or if I wait for you. Just fly as fast as... Well, however you fly you can.
Huh?
You're finally awake? That was far too risky. Even with me here to help you balance your chi.
There was no time. I had no other choice. In any case, it was not completely without benefit to myself. I managed to learn something.
Oh, did you learn something about the god
Jiangli's
remains?
design is quite brilliant. She makes numerous innovations that I can learn from. Alas, if only there wasn't a catch.
Oh no, what's the catch?
How much longer do you think Baizhu's gonna nap for? They've been outside waiting for you the whole time while you were asleep. Shall we at least go and show our faces?
All right.
Baizhu, you can't keep up a strong face all the time. You have to at least let us make sure you're okay.
Surely he hasn't. There's no way he could have just...
Okay, Paimon, okay.
Who's talking behind our backs again?
Paimon Chang Chang.
Chang-chang!
Or Chang Chang. But are you both okay?
Of course. There's no need to be concerned. I merely had to transfer a rather large amount of life force on this occasion. But, with Chang Chang's help, I will recover in time.
Jialiang seemed fine yesterday. Why did he need more life-saving treatment again so soon?
It could be a result of the poison, Paimon. It's probably something we don't understand about it. If only we got Pom Pom instead of Paimon. Well, I have a feeling... Literally, if they end up replacing Paimon as the little mascot character... Like, I have a feeling, we can't lie. We get annoyed and tired of her, but if she were to be gone, we would miss her dearly. No matter how much we like Pom Pom.
I made an error in my initial diagnosis. Jialiang is in fact suffering from more than one ailment.
More than one? What's
and
the other one?
as a result, his life force depleted at a greater rate than I had anticipated.
Well, what's the other ailment?
You mean, even if you got all the poison out of him, he'd still be sick?
Yes. But more pertinently, the poison in Jialiang's system is there precisely because it is being used to manage his underlying medical condition.
Oh, okay, so she's basically using the poison as a way to heal him. Okay, so she's not poisoning him. I cannot speak. She's not poisoning him purely just to do it. Your counterpoint is a pom-pom plush. I mean, fair. You can't go wrong with anything rabbit-shaped, especially with floppy ears.
Jialiang has a rare congenital heart condition, and ongoing treatment is essential to maintaining healthy functioning of his heart meridian. Left untreated, it puts the patient at risk of coughing up blood and fainting, and in the longer term, causes irreversible damage to the internal organs.
Oh,
Though it was
okay.
created from god remains, this formula is not a poison in Jialiang's case. Rather, it's his medication.
Had he not taken it all these years, he likely would have died a long time ago.
So, okay, so the poison's a medication. Okay, I have a feeling I know what this is, like, referencing. It's kind of like those medicines, IRL, that has pretty bad side effects that would make you seem like you're sick with something else when it's just caused by what's helping you get better in the first place. The best way I can try to describe it is think of that one episode of iCarly where Spencer was taking that allergy medication that was very experimental, and all the side effects were pretty bad. Extreme itching, extreme swaying, being constantly thirsty. But take those side effects and basically just make them worse versions of those. Is basically a similar example.
Still, using poison to treat a disease is hardly a viable long-term solution. As time passed, and the poison accumulated in his system, it began to impact his cognition. Moreover, the longer he relied upon this medicine, the more resistant his body became to it. Jiangli had to concoct ever greater quantities to ensure its continued efficacy, or he could have still perished at any moment.
That explains why Ayu said his
it does happen.
Worse. And why his mom went off to
That's why you have to be careful with a lot of medicines as well.
God remains are extremely dangerous to be around, because humans have no natural defense against them. I shudder to think how many times Jiangli has exposed herself to them.
Bruce, hello! No, you're not too late to the stream. I think we're still in the middle of the story quest. I don't think we've gotten to, like, the main, climax of it yet. We're just now learning all the pieces are slowly coming together. Did I watch Nessie Classified School Survival Guide? That was one of my favorite shows as a kid. I remember watching that and trying to take notes for when I started high school. I actually thought those tips would actually help me. But, Ruse, I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Oh, and I don't know if you've noticed yet, but check the subscriber emotes. You'll find a little surprise there.
I fear that the situation is just as that Adeptus described. In an effort to save Jia Liang's life, Jiangli has abandoned all regard for her own safety.
I never suspected that even Jiangli would turn to the same path as so many others over the years. Perhaps this is the inevitable course of fate.
I mean, if you're desperate enough to try and make a medicine that works, if you try and make it stronger, there are going to be more complications with it. But I'm not a medical professional, so can't really take my word for it. But oh, did the tips work for me? I would say some of them did, but I think a lot of the time the tips were more focused on just the type of school Ned had to deal with. My school was a little bit easier to deal with. A lot of the teachers were more nicer as well than some of the teachers he had to deal with. They weren't as, like, I guess exaggerated, like, stereotypical. So, yeah, some of them did work. Yeah, my school was a public school too, but wasn't really as bad. But then again, I was a quiet person in school, so I didn't really have to deal with much. Besides going to tennis practice every now and then. Ruse, Streamlabs got you. Oh my god. But I'm happy you like the emotes. I still need to add an animated emote to them, but I'm having a hard time trying to find which one I like better. It did feel like a cartoon. I have a feeling that's also why I liked it a lot, besides like the tips on school life.
To sacrifice one's own life to save others. To go beyond human means in order to do the impossible. Whatever the cost may be.
Fate.
Well, I think that it's too early to say with any certainty what fate has in mind. In any case, I have stabilized Jialiang's condition for now, so our immediate priority should be to get ourselves back to Qingsa village and find out where Jiangli is.
Yeah, we need to
Her
find
regular
her.
exposure to god remains over such a long period will have been catastrophic for her health. And given that she's already been missing for several days, I am fearing the worst.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's me, Traveler, Dr. Baizhu.
He was eavesdropping.
It's Jialiang! Don't tell Paimon you overheard everything already.
Yeah, he overheard
Dr.
it.
Baizhu, please let me come with you. You've already done so much for my family. I can no longer just sit here and watch while you put yourself at risk for Jiangli's sake. After all, if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have had to put herself in harm's way in the first place. I know I won't be of much help in battle, but at the very least, I can show you the way.
Oh, do you know
I'm
where
sure
the god
I'll be able
remains
to
are?
remember. I know there's a spot where she says goodbye to me every time she goes to gather her herbs. I'm sure I'll remember. I have to remember.
Well, okay, you can help, but don't push yourself. Okay?
Be careful. If you get too agitated, your blood pressure and stress levels will rise, putting further pressure on your heart. For your own safety, you should stay here and rest.
He can at least tell us the location.
We're out of time. We have to go now. Right now.
Yeah, the randomness of
Before I
Nesty
forget everything
Classified
again.
was really good. Cookie was always really funny as well.
This trip will be extremely dangerous, and there is a very real possibility that you will not return from it. Are you sure
He
you're
was
prepared
always
for
the
that?
character that was trying to be cool and always
I
ended up
expected
looking
to
like a
live
dork.
this long in the first place. My death is already long overdue. So why should I fear it? There's only one thing I fear now, and that's that I'll forget her again before we manage to find her.
Oh, Hu Tao.
Very well.
Eavesdropping.
Then follow me.
Another character I loved from that series, though, I really loved Mosley.
Dr. Baizhu,
Chi-Chi.
are you heading out again?
Yes. This could be a long one. Could you please prepare a dose of the usual formula? Please add an extra measure of mistgrass pollen and 1 dose each of the ingredients from the 3rd and 5th compartments of my medicine cabinet. I hope it works.
Dr. Baizhu, do you mean...
Hop to it now, and remember to be careful with the cauldron this time. You don't want to burn yourself again.
Oh,
Okay.
You used to think his glasses were real? I mean, same. The photo album episode? I honestly don't remember a lot of the episodes. I remember the Halloween one. I always love Halloween episodes for shows. So, the Halloween one was one of my favorites. Especially because, well, mostly it was like Ned trying to turn into a bat for his test. Because he was a vampire. That I always seen was funny. And then they all turned to ghosts after the school exploded. And he thought he'd get out of the bat transformation test, but then it turned into a ghost walking through walls test. That was even funnier. And Ninja, hello! Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Let me get my water. Faye, hello! Glad you can make it! How have you been? And how have you been, Ninja? It's been a while since you've seen some Genshin content, Reese. Yeah, I've finally been able to do some more of it. Shinseki, thank you for the hydrate. Dang, y'all are making sure I get my water in today. Not gonna lie, I have multiple water bottles in my room I have yet to drink. I keep on forgetting to finish them. Yeah, Ninja, I have an idea. Yeah, same. Some of the show episodes stuck with me a lot as well. You been busy, Faye? Well, make sure you remember to take a rest for yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out. Don't forget to blink too. Don't worry, Shinseki. I won't forget to blink. I have to blink constantly with my contacts in. And Ninja, thank you for the 2 hydrates. Hold on, I'll take 2 sips. There's 1. 2. And yeah, Ninja, I get that as well, being angry with myself for... Yeah. Trust me, there are times I make dumb choices and I always get mad at myself afterwards. No, I didn't mean doing anyone. I meant just doing something in general. I meant just like doing a project or... Yeah, I know you're on say-so, Ninja. Heck, I'm the say-so one in certain cases. Let's see here. We need to find those god remains. Oh, oh. I caused Nahida to fall. Oh, you're eating while falling asleep? Oh no, Faye. Don't end up falling asleep while you're in the middle of eating. Trust me, I've fallen asleep plenty of times just being on my computer or watching TV. And it's not fun. If you have to, go to bed. Ha! Stuck the landing. One of these days, I'm gonna do that, and I'll end up killing a character in the progress. Or in the process.
That strange feeling is back. It's just like the day I went missing. It's as if something inside me is trying to guide me
wholesome in his own way. I mean, a wholesome person likes plushies.
Is growing stronger. But is it because we're getting closer?
He likes
to
plushies, so there's no way he can't be
wholesome. Because the leakage of Che blood is growing more severe. Jialiang, can you sense which direction the source is in?
I think it's this way.
Shinseki, thank you for the stretch redeem. Hold on. I honestly need that. I woke up this morning with my neck sore, and it's still sore now. I'll probably have to put some Absorbent Junior on it later. But
yes,
for some of y'all that are coming in just now, I'll re-say what I mentioned earlier. I finally got some more emotes for the subscribers, or no, I cannot
ache in my heart. This must be the way.
We got some emotes for the subscriptions, and once I get my actual model done, I'm hoping to do it before Twitter allows me
This
to
place
have the
feels
follower
familiar.
emotes.
I think I've been here
And
before.
once I get those emotes done, I'm gonna swap them out.
Hmm.
So everyone will
There's
have
an inauspicious presence
new
here.
emotes
Even
as
I
well.
can sense it.
Since one model will be my human form and one will be my angel form, I think one of them would do pretty good as a little reward. Since the angel one will more than likely be my normal version, I think the angel ones will be my... Well, I have to still decide which one will be which. Not wholesome at all by La Plushies. I mean, you can... Ruse, you can not be wholesome and still like plushies as well. I mean, heck, y'all have seen me in some streams. I can go from wholesome to thirsty as hell. But I still adore plushies so much. And yeah, having a sore neck is, like, very annoying. It's been that way all day, so hopefully it won't continue on after I go to bed later. Because I really don't want to go to bed with a sore neck. That'll be a literal pain in the neck. Aw. Okay, Ninja. Oh my god, Faye. But yeah, new emotes will come in as soon as I get the V2 model done. I should have enough saved up soon. And go from thirsty to real thirsty. Heck, I have a feeling y'all haven't seen how thirsty I can get over characters or things. Heck, I'm tempted to stream one game I really like. However, I hope I wouldn't get in trouble for it. I shouldn't, as long as I don't show stuff in it. But yeah, that's a story in of itself for another time, because that game has an event that's going on right now, and two characters that I like are in the banner, but there's one character I obsess over, and so I was planning on skipping this banner. I was planning on skipping this banner so that I can save up more for the character I love to bits. But then I actually seen the last room of their intimacy rooms for that game. And yeah, let's just say I was tempted to pull on the banner. I done 2 pulls this morning. And on that second 10 shot, I got the character I wanted. So my luck was with me on that point. And yeah, I made a pun earlier. Yeah, I can be insane, but hey, you always need a little insanity. If you don't have a little insanity, you're just plain boring. Oh, Jotomate, I have to approve something real quick. Let me go out real quick. And let me go back. Aw, Ninja, that's adorable. That's really cute that the plushies represent people to you. Yeah, Ruse, you seen how I acted over Jing Yuan. That's not even the half of it. And no, Shinseki, you're not boring. Besides, everyone's a little chaotic in their own way. That's something I always believe. Everyone has a little chaotic side to them. It's just a matter of being comfortable to bring it out. And yeah, avocado. Yeah, avocado. Yeah, I have two spectrums, usually. I can be cute and adorable and very say-so, or I can be a total pervert. Oh my god. But hey, if I wasn't, I wouldn't be entertaining.
I think I remember this place.
Oh no. Hopefully he doesn't get worse.
Are you okay? Maybe you should rest here while we continue the search.
Oh, a wolf plush ninja? Oh my god, that would be
going.
so... That would be
Jiangli
cool.
is still waiting for me. Then let's hurry.
Well, not really a fallen angel, avocado. I actually am fixing up my character lore a little bit. So I'll go ahead and give y'all a little sneak peek. My character is a high-ranking seraphim of heaven tasked with delivering souls to heaven, but during the war between heaven and hell, basically I ended up getting a little corrupted from the energy from hell, and because of that, I'm the only person, I'm the only angel that's able to transverse between heaven and hell. So now it's my job to deliver souls either to heaven or to hell, and basically drop them off at the boat that leads them to the underworld. That's basically the revised version of my lore. The more proper they look, the worse they are. I mean, Rouge, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Rouge. I won't argue with you on that. Oh, Shinseki, you want an ugly creature for a plushie?
Let's work through it together.
Well, actually, fun fact. I do have a Cthulhu plushie that I found from the Books A Million that's near me. But I thought it was so cute because it's like a chibi-fied Cthulhu. And I still have that plushie right near my bed. You delivered me to Walmart instead? I mean, Walmart can sometimes be hell if you go at the wrong time. I should know, considering I worked there before. Oh my god, avocado, no! My thirst, if it was converted to energy, would not power the whole world. What are you talking about? I'm not that thirsty, damn. No, it wouldn't power the whole universe. I've seen people that are thirstier than me. I am not that bad. Come on, cut me some slack. Oh, and Ninja, congratulations. This is the first time I'm hearing that. I'm happy for you. But, okay, let's get back into the story. No, avocado, I'm not lying. There are people that are more perverted and more thirsty than I am. I will fight you on that topic. Don't give me the angry emotes. You know I'm telling the truth.
This place gives Paimon the creeps. Who knows what we're gonna find up ahead? The digging marks here appear amateur and rather old. I suspect it is a thieves' tunnel. A thieves' tunnel? Paimon has heard rumors about treasure.
You're supposed to side with me, not Avocado. Come on.
Dug this tunnel.
Judging by the tools they left behind, it's
oh, you're
certainly a
thirsty for March
possibility.
7th?
But why did
Shinseki?
they abandon this place without even stopping to pack up their tools?
I mean, she's cute.
I remember now.
Like
She
Lars
took me
mentioned
here once
earlier,
and told
I'm
me
a
that she'd
genuine
found a way
girl.
to save me in this cave.
Very much
But
so.
She
and a tutorial
she
girl.
said that the method would cause me to.
Yeah, we need a thirsty emote.
Why can't I remember what she
Actually,
said?
I did find like an animated simp
Easy,
emote
Jialiang. Come on, let's keep
as
going.
like one of my choices for the animated emotes, but I still don't know if I want to do that one or one of the other ones. There are so many adorable animated emotes, it's hard to choose. But yeah, I will get a thirsty emote soon.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Illusion shattered.
Oh no, not the Hill of Trolls. No! Oh, but at least I get to use a powered up Baizhu. The one I have now isn't high enough level yet.
Whoa, there's a sensor here. Those treasure hoarders sure made themselves at home.
Let's see here. There's no dust on the center, but there are burn marks inside, so it's probably been used. Quite a decent chunk. Okay, Ninja, no problems.
I believe this sensor was used to burn a monster-repelling incense.
Ooh, monster-repelling incense.
Monster-repelling incense? You sure? 'Cause we did run into that group of monsters just now.
I mean...
The incense was burned
Paimon,
several
but...
days ago. If I had to guess, the monsters we fought just now were enticed here by some entity deeper inside the cave.
Yeah,
No
if the
doubt
incense
an
was
encounter
burnt
with the
like
very
several
same
days
entity
ago,
was what prompted the treasure hoarders to
the
flee
incense has
and
got...
abandon their designs on this cave.
It's no longer in the cave, I would think.
Jiang Li was the next person to discover this place and what lies inside. But to her, it presented an opportunity to save Jia Liang's life, albeit as a last resort.
That's right. This sensor, it belongs to Jiang Li. Yes, this was the place.
I'm happy for you, Ninja. Very happy.
This is where I told Jiang Li to give me the poison.
Oh my god, Shinseki. Well, I don't blame you.
Let's keep going.
If an attractive guy appears on a game that I play,
waiting for me.
My eyes do linger a little bit. Not gonna lie. Let's see here. Where do I need to go? See, Roos? See? We all have a little bit of pervertness in us. We've all been there before. There's no one that's honestly completely innocent.
I can feel it. We're getting close. We're almost there. It's right up ahead. The place where we made a pact together to...
A pact together? Oh, okay, what pact? What pact? This can only go from bad to worse. What do you mean, not at my level, Avocado? How's my level worse? Oh my god! I'm being bullied by my own chat now! I never thought this would happen.
We can keep going now.
Hey, at least I can make y'all
energy
laugh.
released by this mechanism can not only clear
Or irritate
barriers,
y'all by
but
letting you
also
bully
be
me.
conducted by
But
corresponding
this will not be an everyday occurrence,
Perhaps it's
though.
something we can make use of.
I will not be bullied. Shinseki just sitting back enjoying the conversation with his tea. Let's see here. Okay, push. Oh no, Ruse. Oh, okay, push. Streamlabs really said, okay, enough of that. Oh my god. I even took off the limbers and still it has too much power. Okay, anything in here? Oh, well, I found a chest. And I found the door of resurrection. Clearly 1984. Yeah. This wouldn't be the first time. Even with the limited amount of authority it has. My screen resolution? It should be, I can't honestly remember. I know it's 1080 by something. Or something by 1080.
Illusion shattered.
Hey,
Oh, I hate these things
Shirley,
so much. Oh, yes, give me the shields. Give me all the shields.
Cascade.
Yes, I got the chest. 1920 by 1080. Yeah, I think that's the resolution for my screens. That should be what it is. See, I don't remember much of 1984. Because I think that, I'm pretty sure that was back in high school when I read it. But it was an interesting read. I'm not very much for dystopia driven stories. Only because I feel like they can get sometimes repetitive a bit. But it was a pretty interesting read. Mitori, hello. Glad you could check in on the stream. How have you been? I'm doing good, thank you for asking. However, save me. Chat's bullying me now. Or they were bullying me earlier. Ninja, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, Mitori, they're bullying me about my thirst level. Someone will help me. Mark my words, someone will help me against your bullying, chat. I did not bring this on myself. I did not. I did not, Shinseki. It's not facts. There are people whose thirst is more insane than mine. I'm probably bare minimum. Yeah, Ninja's not part of the bullying. Wait a minute, I was gonna say, it's not censored for me? Huh. Yeah, Twitch is weird. But, Mitsuri, speaking of which, if you, check the subscriber function, you'll find a little surprise there. Huh. Loot centered as well? Huh. I'll have to double check that. I don't see it being censored on my stream chat. Maybe it's just Twitch chat. But I'll double check that when I have a second. But yeah, we got new emotes. Everyone's really been enjoying the emotes. I'm happy. Oh, we must be getting closer. You don't have to if you don't want to, Shinseki. I'm not gonna force anyone to subscribe. It'll just take a while for the Twitch affiliate thing to actually let me have follower emotes.
Look out!
I
Monster next to her!
I did not force you, Avocado. That is lies. That is lies. You subscribe for yourself. Now, Ruse, on the other hand, he kind of ate his words during a summoning session. The surprise was your thirst all along.
The god remains
I
must
can
have
be
lured them
innocent.
here.
I
Watch
can
my
be
back.
innocent. I can be innocent, but once you get to know me is when my actual craziness comes out. Oh, pitch you subscribe? Well, shoot, I'm not good at sales pitches. It was easier for me when I was in retail, but Shinseki, you'll have to give me time to try to think up a good sales pitch. Because right now my brain is processing all the bullying that's happening to me right now. I did not say you'd be the only one with the badge. Avocado, you said you wanted that subscriber badge. You want to be the very first one to get the badge. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if I mentioned this last stream, but I double checked exactly how many founder badges the subscriptions have, since everyone was asking about that. Turns out, the subscriber function has 10 founder badges. So it's the first 10 people that subscribe get the founder badge. If that answers everyone's question from the previous stream. But no, Avocado, you assumed you'd be the only one with the badge. Which I assumed as well, but... Well, sorry, Ninja. I did not know. I thought it was like the first subscriber that you get was actually the only one that got the founder badge. I was still learning everything about Twitch at that point with the affiliate stuff. But hey, Avocado, think about this. You have a founder badge though. You were the first one to subscribe. So you have that pleasure of being the first one. I'll wait patiently since you are thirsty. Shinseki! No, not you joining in on the thirst train. Yeah, the founder badges are still available. There's only like 4 subscribers at the moment, so there should be 6 more subscriber or founder badges for the subscriptions. See, I didn't realize that they actually had badges either, Ruse. I figure it was like one of those first come first serve things. Because when you're the founder of something, it's like you're the first person that gets it. So that's what I assumed. Until the one stream where I think it was you subscribed.
I can still feel a pulse,
and then we
but
realized
her condition
that
is quite grave.
There was more than one founder
badge.
badge.
The God here are encroaching on her cognition, much as the poison in your system did to you. If we don't eliminate it soon, then even if we save her life, I fear that she may never wake up again.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's destroy the remains right away!
Oh, that's a giant crystal.
It's not as simple as that. Don't you remember what Baizhu said?
Oh,
the poison
you think
within
Mortality
Jialyang's body
subscribed
is
before?
inextricably linked to the God remains here.
Honestly, I can't remember who the second one was.
The poison in his system will stop having any effect.
Actually,
and the poison within
you may be right, Ruse. I think it was
Mortality under control. So, if it stops working,
I'm sorry, I'm not good at remembering stuff, so.
Indeed.
It's
If
a
the
little hard
God
to remember.
remains here are purged, then your life will come to an end.
I wondered when this day might come.
Wait!
The fireplace.
But we've all been working our butts off to save Jialyang's life. After all that, we can't just give up on him. Baizhu, you're a great doctor. Surely you gotta know of some other way we can save him, right?
He probably doesn't, Paimon.
Could continue to take the poison, which would buy you some time. As for Jiangli, maybe if we put our heads together, we can think of something?
It appears to me that she was striving to concoct your medicine for you, right up until the moment when she lost consciousness. Maybe it's her greatest wish that you will continue to take it and live.
Dr. Baizhu, give it to me straight. How long does Jiangli have?
Oh, this is honestly sad. Oh my god. I did not think the story would go like this. Oh, Shinseki, you don't have to if you don't want to. That's why I'm not really pushing the subscriptions on anyone. Oh yeah, Ruse, you're right. It's been 2 hours, and honestly, no one in chat has mentioned anything about Baizhu's story besides me commenting and commenting on some of the scenes. And Baizhu. Oh my god. Mix It Honkai Star Rail and Genshin. Oh my god. Their names are similar. Baizhu and Baizhu. And they're both healers, so.
The God remains have reached her internal organs.
Oh,
Under
no.
ordinary circumstances, I would give her less than 3 days.
Less than 3 days.
If I were to treat her
Shizuki,
using
thank you for
a
the
secret
subscribe.
art,
You now have access to the emotes now. And yeah, y'all got too entertained just teasing me. That's where all the fun happens in the stream, is just teasing me for being thirsty, ain't it? Airtight Sleeper, hello. Glad you could be here. Oh my god. Looks like we got one of those things for, like, a promotion chat. I honestly don't know what to do with that. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to figure it out in my own time. But but no, not looking for any promotion offers for anything. Yeah, it's a bot. Hold on, let me see if I can't. Hold on. Yo tomate. Gotta see if I can't. Oh, wait, you'll do it? I was gonna say, I'm not sure if I gave you mod privileges. Yeah, Avocado. I haven't got a chance to. Hold on. Actually, let me go ahead and do that now. Yeah, I know it's a scam. I was gonna try to delete it from chat. Is what I was gonna try to do. Oh, it automatically does it? Oh, well, yeah. We'll just ignore it then. I haven't clicked on it. Honestly, that's the first bot I've seen in this chat so far. Hey, what do you know? Actually. But, yay! First bot in chat. Oh my god. That should not be a reason to celebrate. But, yeah, I'm not gonna click it. We'll just ignore it. I definitely know the tall tale signs of scams since where I worked in retail. Sadly, it's a common thing. Yeah, we'll just ignore it, Ruse. Oh, yeah. The last thing I want is my channel to have anything to do with, like, Elon Musk cryptocurrency stuff. I never got the appeal of cryptocurrency anyway. It's honestly a load of hogwash with how many scams it creates. Yeah, it just means I'm becoming more famous. That is true, Shinseki. That is absolutely true. Yeah, another step towards success. So it technically is a means of celebrating. It means the channel's getting more leeway. But yeah, Baizhu, you can't be serious about thinking of using that secret art Chen Sheng's, are you?
But what would be the point of that? Dr. Baizhu, I'm all too aware of the dangers of God remains. You are not the first to mention it to me. If I continue to sustain my own life using this wretched substance, not only would Jiang Li have to keep risking her life to make my medicine for me, but I would have to live with the looming threat of these remains breaking out and wreaking havoc not just upon me.
How to use the emotes? They should be available just in the emote section.
I know for a fact that I should
believe
have
at
died over
least.
a decade ago. The fact that I've been around to see how you grow up is already a great blessing from Rex Lapis. If my choice can bring
I
Jiang
actually
Li back,
still...
then even if I die...
Yeah, I would say probably try refreshing. It may take a second for the emotes to show up.
Cheating death for so long, it seems I've grown somewhat addicted to life. Traveler,
Ruse is definitely
Dr.
enjoying
Baizhu,
all the emotes.
Could I have another minute with my wife? I just want
I
to
still
have
need to add an animated one, but I will as soon as I find one that I like.
Just a moment. That's all.
Yeah, there's a different hype emote, except this one actually has my character on it.
Thank you, everyone. And
Gives
I'm sorry
it a little oomph to the hype.
I won't be able to repay
the hype.
your kindness in this life.
The peak. The peak.
Xiaoliang, Baizhu, Changsheng, is there really nothing else you can do?
I am sure that over the years, Jiang Li will have tried all the conventional methods known to humankind. As for less conventional methods, I have little expertise besides Changsheng's secret art.
Mortals are fated to grow old and pass on when their natural lifespan runs out. If it were so easy to combat the natural processes of aging and death, Jiang Li would not have had to resort to unnatural methods.
What a crazy situation. Jiang Li risked it all to save Jialiang's life. And now, Jialiang has to sacrifice himself to save Jiang Li. What's the point of it all?
Well, okay, Paimon. Okay. It's hard for me to get my thoughts out on this situation. Yeah, all we can do right now is just, I would say, honor their decision, just like bear with watching what happens. But honestly, I don't know how to respond in a situation like this. Because there's a point, there's only so far that medicine can go to help people without going into like very extreme and dangerous sides to it. So whether you go into that side or not really is up to the people that's doing it. But like Baizhu said, he's not an expert when it comes to anything beyond mortal medicine. So there's really nothing much we can do but like honor their decision.
I've seen many final farewells in my time.
You're gonna wait for the thirsty emote, Ruse? Yeah, it will be a symbol for the channel. But I have a feeling y'all will still tease me over it. Oh my god. When did my channel go from me being cute to people bullying me for being thirsty? Oh my god. I never thought this would happen. No, Tenchi does mean angel. It's not slang for being thirsty. Is that now gonna just be an inside joke with the chat? That the last part of my name just means being thirsty? Yeah, we're on a sad cutscene for the story, yet y'all are still calling me thirsty. Can we get off the subject? We're supposed to be sad. Here. Let me see if this works. Me put the facts in the table. What facts? What facts? Well, I'm glad y'all are loving the channel more and more with each stream. And Loco, hello, welcome to the stream. 'Cause it's true. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be able to prove to y'all I'm not thirsty. Oh my god. Why did I have to show my thirstiness over both Dottore and Jingyuan? I feel like I just dug myself a grave. Sad I'm not accepting the truth. Well, I mean, I'll admit I'm thirsty to a certain degree. But I'm not as thirsty as y'all are making me out to be. And Shitseki, thank you for the hydrate. Oh my god. Oh my god, I cannot convince you guys otherwise. And Laco, thank you for the 2 hydrates. Oh my god. I just realized. Y'all are just saying I'm thirsty with the hydrate redeems. My god. Okay, 2 hydrate redeems. Hey, that almost got me through a bottle of water. Nice. And Ninja, I see what you're about to say. I see. Thirsty, that's why you drink? No, I drink for the redeems. It's part of the channel points. That doesn't mean I'm thirsty. Hey, at least I do embrace my thirst a little bit. I accept my thirst a little bit. I'll admit that. I admit it a little bit. If I'm not thirsty, I wouldn't have hydrate. I put hydrate because I forget to drink my water. It's a good remembrance for all the bottles of water that I have filled in my room. Ah, Rouge, Shinseki, you're both sweet. Yeah, Rouge, I know we need more redeems. I mentioned this actually earlier, but I don't think I mentioned it after you came in. I'm going through my list of channel point redeem ideas now to see what to put in, but I will have more channel point redeems for tomorrow's stream. So look forward to that, y'all. Ah, Ninja, thank you. Heck, it's fun hanging out with you too, wherever we can. No, Ninja, I'm good. I actually have a full list of redeem ideas that I found. I just need to go through them and check which ones would be the best for the stream.
In the human realm, all things must come to an end. Is it not a fitting end to die for a worthy cause?
I mean, Chung has the right idea.
That's what generations of masters before you have always believed.
The path they chose was indeed a heroic one. But when I think of those who would willingly sacrifice themselves for others...
You feel sympathy or similar, Baizhu? I mean, it's understandable. We all know what one of the redeem ideas should be. And what idea is that, Laco? Please elaborate. I think there will be more interesting redeems, truthfully. There were quite a few that I actually seen. And Laco, thank you for the hydrate. Oh yay, I'm almost done with one bottle of water. That will be one less in my room.
I cannot help but think that theirs are the lives least deserving of death.
When all this began, we agreed that once Ayu was old enough to help you gather herbs, it would be time for me to go.
Oh.
If you could only see him now. He took me all the way to Liyue Harbor to see the doctor. And he even got the Adventurers Guild to search for you.
Oh.
So, I know that you'll both be okay without me.
This is really sad. Oh.
I've said my goodbyes. My time has come. Do what you must.
As you wish.
Okay, are they going to... Okay. By destroying that and not taking the mess, and he's exchanging his life to help his wife.
It will eat away at both your cognition and your memories. In the end, you'll become little more than a shadow of your true self.
Oh. Okay, this is sad. Oh my god. Yes, I'm still only on one bottle. It was a full bottle. Let me see here. How many milliliters is this? No, Shinseki. The bottle amount that I have is just a regular size water bottle, like 500 milliliters. So it's literally just a bottle of Aquafina water. I just don't take big gulps that much.
I'll take it. At the very least, it will allow me to stay with you and watch how you grow up.
This is honestly really sad. I didn't expect this character story. I didn't think they were that small sips. It looked like they were big sips to me, but then again, I have been told I do have a small mouth, especially if I go to the dentist. So that's probably why. My mouth probably just doesn't fill up with water that much. Because I know for every Hydrate Redeem, I usually take probably 2 or 3 mouthfuls of water. So, yeah. That may be why I don't fish bottled water that much. Not unless I'm really thirsty, but the only time that happens is if it's really hot and I'm in the heat, which usually that's only at work. And it will especially get worse during the summer. And yeah, the story is having a really sad ending, which for a lot of the character stories, that's not something that Genshin usually did. But then again, Baizhu is a doctor. So I have a feeling it would be something similar to that. Because in all honesty, when you think of Liyue, there's kind of like this debate between mortalities. Or like mortality and immortality. Because when you really think about it, a lot of people want to live for a long time. But if you actually look at shows that revolve around people having long lifespans and all that, being immortal is not all it's cracked up to be. Because you realize that you watch the people you care for leave you for so long. And it takes a toll on you with how much you have to watch people leave. So you wouldn't be able to actually form any genuine connections with anyone, because the span of their life would be such a short time to you. Yeah, the chasm one with Bosacious. Yeah, with one of Zhao's siblings, I want to say, since he called them brother. But yeah. But if I have to say one thing that Genshin does, they do a really good job at tugging at the heartstrings when certain things happen. It doesn't happen too often that appears, But when it does, it's done good. But continuing on.
Mom, something's really wrong with Dad.
Don't fret, Ayu. I will gather some medicinal herbs right away. I promise you, nothing will happen to our family.
Aw, this is really sad. Well, Ruse, like I mentioned earlier, because Shinseki actually mentioned how I had a really good memory. And I mentioned when they said that when it comes to anime, video games, and manga, I have a really good memory of events and names. However, when it comes to just like regular IRL conversations, if I tell someone a story of something that happens, I'll forget if I told them and tell them the story again, and they have to remind me that I told them the story. I'm just like, oh, I did? Oh, I didn't think I did. So, yeah, but I think it's just because you remember stuff that you love the most. And I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with me on this. If you love something, you retain more information on it.
Why would these memories come to mind now?
Oh, she's awake.
The longer we live, the tighter we cling to what we have.
Rose, I didn't mean it like that. Oh.
Oh, how I would love to hear your voice one last time.
Oh, this is really sad. Wait a minute, where's my one face? Oh, there it is. There it is. We got the tears on.
Jialiang!
Aww.
Dad, are you awake?
Jiangli.
Oh, he's okay. He's okay.
Didn't I... Huh?
Oh.
What are these?
Oh, wait,
How does
talismans.
it feel to come back to life?
Wait a minute, who
Do
put the
you feel
talismans
strange
on
or
him?
different in any way? If so, could you describe it to me in detail?
Dr. Baizhu, I thought that I was going to...
Die? You did indeed. As things stand now, you're more akin to a zombie than a human.
Oh, wait a minute, is he like
I'm
Chi-Chi?
a zombie?
That's right. Before we set off, I asked Chi-Chi to prepare an elixir of immortality. With its help, you have been suspended in the space between life and death.
Oh. Okay, I did not think we would actually get a newborn zombie like Chi-Chi. That is an actual shock. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, now I remember the talismans. I forgot Chinese zombies are different than American zombies. They're not the same. Because Chinese ones are like the Chinese hopping zombies. I can't remember their names. But they have the talismans that are stuck to their foreheads, like how Chi-Chi does. That's what she's based on. Is the hopping zombies of Chinese myth. And yeah, Baizhu is kind of making a zombie army at this point, but...
Of course, this is but a crude imitation of an Adeptus art. I don't expect it to extend your life indefinitely.
Is it a vampire? I think they're... Actually, wait a minute. I thought they were similar. Shinseki, you may actually be right. Oh my god, where's my mythical creature knowledge when I need it? Oh my god. My mythical creature knowledge is abandoning me right now. Actually, no, Shinseki, you are right. That is Chinese vampires. I take back what I said. My knowledge is failing me at this point. Apparently I was not blessed by the Dendro Archon. And yeah, this would have been a really good way to introduce a new zombie character. That is very true.
Whether it will keep you alive for a few days, a few months, or a few years, I am as interested as you to find out.
Oh, so they don't know how long
however
this
long
will
you
last.
have left, I believe it should be more than sufficient time for you to say your final goodbyes before departing the world in peace. I hope that Director Who
Shinseki,
finds this arrangement to be a satisfactory one.
I would say probably about one more Hydrate Redeem and that ball will be done. Yeah, the NPCs. Avocado, thank you for the stretch redeem. Hold on. I definitely need to stretch my arms out at that point. Making Hutao lose clients. I have a feeling that's also one of the reasons why she low-key detests him as well. That does... See, that kind of goes with the conflict of immortality versus mortality. Because Hutao's very keen on spirits departing and, like, how people are dying. Baizhu wants to help as many people as he can. And he mentioned earlier that he feels like the people who are the most self-sacrificing are the ones that deserve to have immortal lives. So, it seems... See, it's... Because... I'm trying to think, but there's cons with both ways. Because apparently people... Okay, I'm trying to say this right. People are afraid of dying, but it's also such a natural course of life that it's gonna happen, but when it does, it scares people. But imagine those same people gain immortality, but have to watch the people they love leave. So, in my opinion, I feel like I think Hutao has the better idea here. At least with, like, funerals, you know the people aren't suffering anymore. Especially if they were sick beforehand. Because I know people in my family that I've watched suffer before then. And I know now that they are better than how they were on Earth. But I better change topics before I get misty-eyed, but Shinseki, you want Hutao to bury you? Oh my god. Oh my god, Shinseki thirsting over Hutao. Hey, now we have someone else to bully for thirsting. Yeah, Reese, that's the point. Eventually you run out of stuff to do. You run out of stuff to do, and then it just feels like you're in limbo at that point. I taught you the thirst. Yes, join in thirsting for characters. That's what we do here. But so Baizhu and Hutao made an arrangement for for him to be a zombie for at least a little while. I don't feel like this is like an immortality thing where he'll live longer than everyone. Like Baizhu said, that he'll live long enough to actually have time to say goodbyes. Always find a moment to thirst is the motto of this channel now. Oh my god, no. Oh. Everyone, apparently we got a new motto. Even though there wasn't a motto to begin with. Oh my god.
An elixir of immortality? How'd you cook that up? Ugh. Leave it to you to work on something like that behind my back.
It's a work in progress that hardly lives up to its name, and it would have had no effect were it not for Jia Liang's iron will. In the end, I am merely a doctor. I understand very little of the great principles governing life and death and the perpetual cycle of yin and yang. All I know is that if I'm presented with a life that deserves to be saved, I will do everything in my power to save them.
See, that's what makes Baizhu a good doctor. And, okay, Avocado, sleep well. Have a good night. Good night. I'm honestly very surprised with this character story. The fact that it's got us so, like, involved in, like, the debate with mortality and immortality.
And even this would have counted for nothing without Director Hu's assistance. After all, did you not tell Jia Liang to show us the way before we set off for Qingce village?
Oops. And I'm busted.
Wait, Hu Tao, you said that?
Without Director Hu nudging things in the right direction, we may not have found Jiang Li in time.
Wait a minute, I thought it was the husband who was eavesdropping, but it was Hu Tao.
No wonder he didn't mention the elixir back then. I thought he was being frank and transparent with me for once, but apparently not.
Do you really expect Baizhu to tell you everything, Hu Tao?
Director Hu told me to keep her suggestion a secret, but it seems nothing escapes Dr. Baizhu's attention.
Apparently not. He's very perceptive.
Never underestimate a serpent's sense of smell.
Oh, it was Chang
All I wanted was to help Jia Liang find his missing wife as soon as possible, so that he could be on his way to the afterlife without any unfulfilled wishes making the journey more difficult than it needs to be.
Oh, okay.
Leave it to Boo Boo Pharmacy to snatch the perfect opportunity right out of my hands at the last hurdle. Never mind. I'll just have to put it down in the books as a deferred consideration. One Chi-Chi was enough of a conundrum. The last thing I need's another one. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have whisked him off to the Wangsheng funeral parlor the moment I found him.
I mean, yeah, Ruse, you can do a lot with it. I think it's really all up in the perspective of the person that thinks about immortality. But, yeah, everyone has different opinions on it. And, yeah, Hu Tao really just wanted him to find his wife so he wouldn't have any loose ends before dying. But now he's a zombie.
You stay away from my dad! When I grow up, I'm gonna become an even better doctor than Mom and Baizhu, and cure Dad for good!
Honestly, I don't think you can do that.
Well, you wouldn't be the first person who's tried to put Wangsheng Funeral Parlor out of business. If you're serious about it, you'll have your work cut out for you.
Oh no, you don't want Hu Tao as an enemy. No, no, no.
Traveler, Paimon, I'll catch you all another time.
Is she finally
Catch you another time, Hu-Tao, and yes, Chi-Chi, she's gone.
All's well that
You don't have to hide anymore.
If you ask Paimon, we should probably do something to celebrate this hard-earned family reunion.
Oh, Lord, Paimon's method of celebration can only mean one thing. Does it involve food, Paimon?
At times like this, a grand celebratory feast is in order.
Of course, you and your
It feels
feasting,
like it was a
Paimon.
whole lifetime ago when I last talked with Zhongli and Ayu around the dinner table.
You know something? Who wants satisfying salad? I mean, that is the traveler's specialty. I can whip it up as well.
Yay! Paimon can't wait! Alright, first things first, off to the market for some fresh ingredients. Let's go!
Yeah, it is good backstory for a new character.
Wait up! I'll come too!
Baizhu, thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
Don't mention it, Gianni.
Yeah, salads are good.
I was just
the
doing
fact
my
it's
duty.
the only the
Just
fact
your
that
duty,
it's
huh?
one of the only things that the traveler can make
Baizhu,
is funny.
Shang, would you mind if we took this conversation outside?
Oh, we're actually gonna hear some more from her. Okay, actually, I want to see if Chi-Chi has anything to say.
Now that you are part zombie, there are some rules that you need to know.
Oh no, Chi-Chi's teaching him about being a zombie.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
First, don't forget to stretch your body regularly. Second, don't forget to...
Yes? Go on. Don't forget to...
I forgot.
Chi-Chi, baby, didn't you write this down in your little journal? Oh my god. Chi-Chi, I don't think he'll forget. He's not a complete zombie. You say he's part zombie. So I think he'll be fine, sweetie. Oh, wait a minute. Come on, let me out, let me out. Okay, she is right here.
Time flies. It's been so long since we bade each other farewell in Shenyu Vale. Changshang, you're the same as ever. You haven't changed one bit.
No.
You, on the other hand, have changed a lot.
You're right.
Oh, they're reminiscing
My
a
younger
bit.
self would have never imagined that things would one day turn out this way.
Honestly,
Or
so cute.
that you'd turn out this way, Baizhu.
Wait a minute, Baizhu would turn out what way? I assumed he was always like this.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar from the poison I concocted in terms of the way it functions.
Oh yeah, Ruse, that would be a good idea. Like for certain quests introducing a new character, because they did do that with Kaveh. Because he showed up at the last part of the Archon quest. Oh, that would be so much fun, because I knew the second I seen Kaveh and he started arguing with Alhaitham that I wanted him because of his sass. And Shinseki, thank you for the hydrate. Whew. Well, everyone, one bottle empty. Yeah, Kafka and Silverwolf in Honkai Star Rail is also a good example. Oh, and Blade too. Can't forget about Blade.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use poison
The
to maintain
hyperfish
life.
at Warball.
I hope you're not too upset at me for copying your methods.
No, not at all. With your intellect, even if you'd never seen my poison, I believe you would have eventually arrived at the same approach. But I'm still impressed by how quickly you managed to gain such a thorough understanding of it. Jialiang's still only been in your care for a few days. Not just that, you even managed to improve upon the original formula. That cannot be explained by intellect alone.
Oh,
Baizhu, be honest with me. Did you try out some of the poison on yourself?
Oh, wait a minute, that would... Oh my god, why didn't I think of this beforehand? That completely goes in character with him, because in his actual gameplay, he has a talent where if you pick, like overworld ingredients, he'll test them on himself and heal from them. Oh my god. Why didn't I think of that beforehand? He tried the poison to understand what it does. Oh my god. Baizhu. Okay, Shinseki. We'll probably end stream a little bit as soon as the quest finishes up. But you have fun. Enjoy your food.
Huh. Told you the truth would surface sooner or later.
Life Force isn't the only thing that Changshang's contract lets you transfer between bodies, is it?
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli.
Oh, wait a minute. It's not just Life Force?
You are correct. Besides Life Force, Changsheng's secret art also allows for the transfer of toxins and diseases. When I treated Jia Liang for the second time, I transferred some of the poison from his body into my own. Not only did this allow me to alleviate the burden on him, but it also gave me an opportunity to study its properties. There is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my health, however. Now that the source has been destroyed, any remaining poison in me will have already dissipated.
You better hope so, Baizhu,
because
that's reckless.
A huge risk. If we hadn't destroyed the god's remains back there, then even you might have...
I have to agree with her. That was reckless.
What am I saying? I'm in no position to criticize you for this. The reason I left our master and went into hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband.
Aww.
But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself, too.
Yeah, Baizhu does have a little bit of like dog behavior, just trying every little herb to test their properties.
Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, haven't given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that...
Oh my god, I have to grab a new controller, everyone.
Recognize. Can you still stop before it's too late?
Hold on, let me see if I can't pause this real quick.
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
Jotomate, everyone. I'll be right back.
Hey, food's ready!
Enjoy the story while it's on autoplay for now.
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad will be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second. Hey, slow down. Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but...
Okay, I grabbed another controller.
Don't forget that. If one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
Yo, what is? I did not.
What did Jiangli mean by not around anymore?
I did not remember to check the battery on my game. Or on my controller. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. This thing does not want to work. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me get this working real quick. Apologies, everyone. Technical difficulties. Come on, dang it, find the controller. Looks like I may have to grab my white one. Give me just a second. Yeah, it wouldn't be a stream of mine without some technical difficulty happening. On add device, Bluetooth. Ah, come on, computer, don't do this to me. No. Oh my god, why does it have to do this? On add device, Bluetooth. Oh my god. Let's see here. Bluetooth off. What was your first clue, Ruse? I think I mentioned before, I'm not a very lucky person. Especially when it comes to electronics. Technology hates me. Nice, Shinseki. You came back just in time to realize my controller died on me. Dang it, come on. Okay. Let me see. I may just have to do it without controller. Hold on. Let me restart Genshin real quick. And hopefully it doesn't end the story. No, my controller is not bad. It just didn't have enough battery to it. But, hold on. Let me turn off Genshin real quick and then restart it. I'll just have to do it without the controller. And just skip any dialogue that we found if it restarts. But hey, Shinseki, like I was telling Ruse, it wouldn't be one of my streams without some technical difficulty happening. No, Shinseki, don't wish that on me. I don't want the story to end. I wouldn't be able to see the ending. Well, then again, I could actually look on one of my favorite Twitch channels where they've done it. Ruse. Oh my gosh.
I've taken a look at your elixir of immortality. It's not altogether dissimilar.
We're good, everyone.
I have to say, Jiangli, it was a stroke of genius to use...
No, not at all. But I'm still impressed. Not just that. Baizhu,
we are skipping.
Be honest with me.
Huh. Told you that...
Life force isn't the only...
Nothing gets past you, Jiangli. You are correct. Besides, when I treated Jia Liang for the second time, there is no need to worry about any long-term consequences to my—
But you took such a huge risk. What am I saying? The reason
I'm pretty sure I
left our
remember
master
where
and
we
went
left
into
off.
hiding all those years ago was that he was getting old. And I didn't want him using up any more of his own life force to treat my husband.
Okay, we'll go from right here. I'm pretty sure this is where we left off. So...
But in the end, how were my methods any different? I risked one life to save another. And then you tried the poison on yourself, too. It looks like both of us have ended up going the same way as our master before us. Are all disciples of Chenyu Vale destined to turn out this way? To live a short life, haven't given away our own for the sake of others? To fight relentlessly against the natural course of life and death, whatever the cost? Maybe our fate is sealed the moment we decide to study medicine.
We are doctors, Jiangli. We ought never say that anyone's fate is sealed.
Baizhu, I can tell that, over the years, you've used the contract with Changshang to transfer many diseases and toxins to yourself. There are so many that, some of them, I don't even recognize.
Ooh.
Can you still stop before it's too late?
I think you know the answer, Jiangli. Every one of us from Chenyu Vale believes in the same thing.
It may be too late to already stop. Oh no.
Mom, come and join us. The Traveler taught me a load of new recipes and said even Dad'll be able to taste them. Come and try them out.
We helped them cook.
Yes, darling. Mom will be there in just a second.
It was actually other
slow
food
down.
besides the satisfying salad.
Baizhu, I know I won't be able to convince you, but please don't forget that if one day you're not around anymore, Chi-Chi, Gui, and all the friends who have grown fond of you, they will all miss you dearly.
There's no need to worry, Jiangli. I know what I'm doing.
I can only hope so.
She actually just read my thoughts. I was about to say, I hope you
Baizhu,
know what you're doing, Baizhu.
What did Jiangli mean by not around anymore?
Oh my god, Shinseki.
Are you gonna be okay?
And we were talking about my thirst levels. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Mine is not worse. The worst I says that I wanted to climb one of the characters like a tree. But yeah, Ruse, the Traveler wasn't with the characters during that whole interaction. Considering it was such an important talk. Or such an important talk. So, yeah. It is a little bit new, but it's not unwelcome to me. I like seeing a lot of the characters' reactions without the Traveler. Because I feel like the Traveler influences a lot in the story. So, it's interesting to see what happens when the Traveler's not there. And they can't influence anything. Yeah, what'd she mean exactly?
Every single mortal I've ever contracted with, including Baizhu and Zhongli's master, has passed away at a young age. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. You said that the contract with you helps people live longer.
It might be how they use it, though.
It is a very long story.
I'm pretty sure it's how they use it, Paimon.
Long ago,
Cutscene.
when plagues ravaged the land, one doctor made a pledge to rid the world of pain and suffering. But even the most ingenious mortal medicine
Why does that
could
hairstyle
not
look
stay
like
the
Gray?
tide of disease. And after working tirelessly for many years, even his
it's not
dearest
Raider,
loved
but
ones fell
the
sick
hairstyle reminded
and
me.
bade their final farewell. Legends told of an herb lord in Chenyu Vale who could cure any illness known to mankind. The doctor sought the herb lord, but found only a white snake, its breathing weak and its power all but spent.
Sign this contract and let our lives be joined. Then I will impart to you the secret art of healing. But be warned, this art will harm your own health.
With means beyond human ken, the doctor could now reverse the process of death. And yet, the time still came to say goodbye. Only now, the one departing was the doctor, his life force spent. His final act in life was to pass on the contract to his final patient, his favorite disciple. The disciple chose to dedicate their life to saving the lives of others. And generation upon generation followed in these footsteps.
Because the only way to use it on himself would be...
Since I inherited this contract, I've always respected the path taken by my predecessors, and followed it myself unquestioningly. That is, until I tried to use the art to save my own disciple's beloved. She begged me not to use up my own life force. She said that this art is a poison chalice, an evil and unnatural practice. She did not wish to sacrifice one life for the sake of another, when both were lives she treasured. Only then did it occur to me. Did I not suffer when my master passed away, just as patients' families do at their loved one's deathbed? Are not the lives cut short by this contract just as worthy of saving as any patients? What is this contract to us? Medicine or poison? Alas, I no longer have enough time left to find the answer. I entrust to your care both Changsheng and this final question. May you find a remedy for this conundrum, which has ailed us so.
Time and again, no matter how much I try to warn them or balance their chi, I can never save them. And you? What's your answer?
If I abandoned the contract and left you without a host, what would happen?
I suppose I'd spend my final moments taking a nice nap on Mount Yaojun. Then I'd be reunited with my old friends and your predecessors.
Then it's decided. If there's a life in front of me that deserves to be saved, why shouldn't I do everything within my power to save it?
Once again, it's the same answer. So be it. Close your eyes. Who knows how many more people will take on this contract?
None. This contract will end with me.
Okay.
My contract has strict requirements on the host's natural temperament. All my hosts have been most pure of heart.
But when one with an altruistic nature gains access to this art, they are more seduced than the average person by the miracle of overturning the laws of life and death. Though they know better than anyone else the fate that awaits them, when faced with the sorrows of humanity and the pain of losing their nearest and dearest, they cannot help but reach beyond human means. They are like moths that throw themselves into the
thank
flame,
you for the hydrate.
seeking a glimmer of
Let me get
hope
a new bottle.
in a dark world filled with pain and suffering.
So, Baizhu, does that mean...
Yeah, Baiju's gonna eventually die at
I
this
suppose
point.
that would make me a moth that yearns for the light, but doesn't want to be burned to a crisp. Changsheng's art can transfer pain and suffering between people, but it cannot reduce the total amount of pain in the world. It's just like we witnessed. Either Jia Liang feared for Jiang Li's life, or Jiangli grieved over Jia Liang's sacrifice. I have nothing but the utmost respect for my predecessors, who sacrificed their lives for their principles. But I do not wish to join their ranks, nor do I wish to pass on this contract to anyone else in the future.
Huh?
Yeah, Ruse, that is true.
Didn't you already transfer a ton of diseases onto yourself?
What makes a poison, poison? And what makes a disease a disease? When it comes down to it, are not both mechanisms that affect the operations of the human body?
I mean,
if
he's
disease
right.
is defined as deviation from normal functioning, then who knows? Perhaps the true elixir of immortality could in fact be a kind of poison. Many may view the notion of searching for immortality in poisons and illnesses as a flagrant violation of the natural order. But to me, it is no different from the way our ancestors tested the medicinal qualities of herbs by sampling each and every one. I don't want those who come after me to lose their lives to this contract. Nor do I wish for Chengsheng to perish from losing her host. This leaves only one solution, doesn't it?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. Okay. From reading the Traveler's text, it just clicked in my mind. That's why Baizhu is so obsessed with finding immortality. He knows that if he passes on the contract with Chengsheng to a disciple or someone else, more lives will be lost after his. But where he doesn't wish for Chengsheng to die because she doesn't have a host, the only reasonable solution to him would be to make himself immortal. That way, Chengsheng doesn't die, and he and no one else after will die because of the contract.
Precisely. I will be Chengsheng's final host, and the tradition of passing down the contract will end with me.
So Chengsheng
Even
would
the gods
stay
of
with
old
him.
struggle to achieve true immortality. First you want to save others, then you want to save yourself. Now you even want to save me. You're getting greedy, Baizhu.
But isn't wanting to have it all what makes us human? For a selfish moth like me, who's afraid of the flame yet yearns for the light, the only path forward is up towards the moon.
Oh, okay. Honestly, okay. What he said about greed and making, or it being what makes us human, honestly, okay. Y'all know how Regrader from, or Pantalone from the Fatui, what little background we know from him, he was poor, and then he's now the owner of the richest bank in Liyue. But I think it's also said that he's greedy as well. And where he and Baizhu look almost like they could be brothers, it actually goes to show that Regrader could actually be a possible foil when it comes to personality to Baizhu. Because Baiju's being greedy for selfless reasons. He doesn't really want anyone to die if he can save them. And Regrader, I'm pretty sure he's greedy just because he didn't have anything and he was never gifted with a vision. At least from what little lore we know of him. So he's more greedy for selfish reasons. Oh my god, do I love the storytelling in Genshin sometimes. Yeah, this is a really good part of the story. I really love it.
Huh. For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
That's shocking, Paimon.
Dr. Baizhu, Traveler, what are you still chatting about? The food's about to get cold.
We also have coconut milk for Changsheng and Paimon.
Oh, of course, the coconut milk.
Okay, fine. Let's go grab some. Paimon has a bunch of burning questions.
Oh,
but
Dan
they can
Happy,
wait till
thank you
after
for a
we-
tier 1 subscription. Oh my god, thank you. Also, start taking some of Baizhu stuff. What do you mean, Ruse? And Dad, you have the emotes now. I'll probably... Yeah, another one for the council. We got 2 members of the council now. Grab for me, Paimon. I'll probably stay behind a little.
I do envy Paimon sometimes. Eating her fill is enough to satisfy her body and
No,
mind.
Dad, you have a founder badge.
True.
Yeah, it's right
And
beside
yet,
you.
Although we call them simple pleasures, are such things as these not precisely why we mortals cling desperately to the life we have?
Oh my god. Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, bring up the hype. Another member of the council has joined. And yeah, that was such a nice ending for a story or a story quest. Oh my god. But oh, I really love the themes that were in that story quest. Not gonna lie, this could actually probably went into like heavier subjects as well. But what it went into with Immortality and Mortality, it was already deep enough to get people thinking
I'm sure
on the
I've forgotten
subject.
something.
That's something I
Not to
really
worry, I'll
love
simply
when
send someone
Genshin
to fetch it.
does. I know a lot of
As soon
people
as
don't
I
really
remember what
like
it
story
was.
quests on the account that they don't have much action and they're usually story driven. But I honestly love the stories for some of the characters. Even if there's not a lot of, well, fighting that you can do in it, just seeing the characters' personalities and their thoughts on subject matters is honestly so interesting. Oh yeah, having to wait 3 hours of gameplay for it is, yeah. I have a feeling though it probably would have been shorter if, well, I have a feeling it would have been shorter if I didn't pause so much to read chat. But hey, everyone was having fun. Yeah, I want to know what they do with Fontaine's story when it comes out. That's gonna be really fun. I'm not blaming you. I said we stopped because I was reading chat. I said because I was reading.
What goes on in the minds of the T-Shade?
So I was blaming myself. No, Ruse, don't give me the angry emotes. I said it's long because I was stopping to read chat. I'm blaming myself for it. Because normally I don't stop in stories for that long.
The look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today.
Oh yeah, you're using the
Panic-stricken,
emotes.
but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition.
And a new weapon or two. I really want them to add some kind of scythe or like double blades. Alhaitham came close because he can use like an elemental double blade for an attack, but having an actual double blade would make me happy. But let me go back to the screen here. I need to move my avatar.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Shinseki, thank you for the hydrate. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to use the restroom after I stream. you.
Ah.
More stories like Zhongli's first one. Yeah, the first one was pretty good. Oh, yeah, because it was talking about the god of salt.
I have to stifle a smile
is this
every
time
time I
for
remember
what,
the look
Shinseki?
on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today.
Oh yeah, gauntlets,
Panic-stricken, but
sides, and
unable
dual
to muster the courage
swords
to say anything
would
in
be good.
opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea.
Oh my god. Not gonna lie, that might be an idea for a channel point redeem. I'm not gonna lie. Just like a little cheap. But I am going to quickly search for a channel to raid real quick, y'all. Since we were playing Genshin, I'll do a Genshin one. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know who this is. If it's who I think it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, I actually think I found one. And it's an actual voice actor from the game. But, actually, let me go back. Probably is not a good idea for a voice actor. Well, actually, there's only 2 people streaming. Wait a minute. Or actually, yeah, it looks like he has the least viewers, actually. So, yeah. Let's go with him then. But for those of y'all that don't know, Corey Yee is the voice actor for Goro. And from what I know, he's a really nice person. I've seen him in other streams. So I hope y'all have fun. Make sure, remember, y'all be courteous and nice. And let's get the raid started. Okay, we have 4. Okay, we have 4 people ready for the raid. So I'm gonna go ahead and in 3, 2, 1, y'all have fun. But everyone have fun. Bye-bye.